stitch markers.
I know where it's at. I just can't get to it.
Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen with my friend Adrienne.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. See whoever shows up. Let's see if I can turn this near. Just a little light. It's a little bit better. I'm not sure.
Where is the needles?
Probably because you didn't work on it.
First of all, I did. Don't do that. You see,
Is
look
it-
at all this. Look
is it
how
stuck?
big.
Is it? Oh, okay. You were looking for the whole package. I thought you were looking for just one
Because I'm
thing.
scared because I've lost so many leaving it in the project. That's not the best option for me.
Okay.
I don't want.
All right. Well, you're probably further along than I am. You know, I started working on that top that I showed y'all.
Oh, it's just the top.
The one from Malika
Oh,
from
wait.
Good Trouble.
You showed me something? You
Oh,
sure?
I thought I showed you.
I don't think
I
you
knew I
showed me.
showed the people.
Well, maybe
Let me
you
see.
did. I don't remember.
What's
Are you
sexy?
talking about last time when we was working on this?
Yeah, because I said I bought those colors for that top.
Oh, the blue and the orange. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was cute. The navy and like burnt orange.
yeah. Well, what sexy
But I
top
thought you was
talking about?
making this.
I am.
No, but I mean with the blue and the orange.
I have enough. I love that. It's a rust. I
Yeah.
love that color, so I had enough.
Oh, it is nice. I
The
did a
top, the
project in
top
those
is
same two colors
finished.
before
The
a long
top
time
is
ago.
finished. All I'm working now is figuring out how to put the hoodie part
Yeah,
on.
you do all these different things at once.
I don't either.
I was working on this one and you done created and finished a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm still right here
That's
working on the
because you
granny
got a
square.
life. I don't. That's the difference.
It's the people job. How many times we supposed to go around?
You have to make it big enough where it fits you.
So like how many times we supposed to go around?
Hers is 40, but she's a small.
So I still got more to go. I was just hoping I was close.
I got more to go too. I'm only on like
I mean, I'm not on
23,
40
I
yet.
think.
I'm on 20 something too.
Don't matter. But you're doing good. What you gonna do about FAMU?
What you mean?
I thought you was gonna put like a sticker or something on it.
I don't know. I ain't figured that out yet.
Oh, okay.
It's fine, I
Okay.
guess.
Okay.
First of all, can we just get to where I'm at the next step for this?
Let's get it finished.
I wanted to do 1887.
Because I was going to tell you, just go to the craft store or no, I don't think it would be in Office. No, they wouldn't have that kind of stuff in Office Depot. Hey, Lori, how are you today? Thank you for joining us. And I hope you get a thumbs up. We are working on this cardigan. Hopefully we'll get it finished before the game.
Yes.
They're giving out tickets for that game.
Ooh.
The radio station, you know, it's a big thing.
I didn't hear. I mean, I know it's a big thing because I mean, we big, like we big time. Like everybody want to come see us, so I know it's a big deal. I just didn't know they was giving away tickets like that.
Every time I get in the car, I hear the commercial about it.
And you know, I don't even have an antenna on my car no more, so that's been for years. One day I was on a turnpike and I just hear boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what is that? But when I was on the regular road, I didn't hear it. I'm like, is it my tire? And then one day I had the kids from the program in the back seat. And it's like, why you antenna hitting the car? So I was like, oh, I didn't put 10 seconds of thought into it. When we stopped, I took the antenna off the car.
Didn't you have an antenna problem with your other car and Carlton took the antenna off?
I think I did. I forgot about that. Okay. Yep. I forgot all about that. Well, I guess me and antennas. This is why I need to graduate and move on up in the car world so that not cars nowadays don't even have antennas. I need to be jazzy like that.
Still... No, doesn't mine?
I think it's got like a short one.
Yeah, something.
You know how they have a little short one, but like I'm just saying,
You had real
Nowadays,
antennas
you don't really
like the
need.
television used to
Like I
have.
literally had an antenna that was boom, boom, boom hitting the car. My little 2006 Mazda, but that's all right.
It's
We
getting
keep it
you where
on. We
yeah,
still keep it on.
it's getting you where you need to
And
go.
then I just got gas on the way here. That's what took me a little bit. I just got gas on the way here, and I like I was triggered tonight, so I was trying to like I'm thinking while I'm gassing, and forgot, and I went a little bit over half a tank. And, I can't do over half a tank now because my tank leaks. I didn't tell you about this. I got a
No.
gas leak. I got a gas. Lori, if you work nonprofit, maybe you understand my pains. I don't know, but I got a gas leak, and so I can't put more than half a tank of gas in the car because then the car smells like fumes for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like I'm not against getting it fixed, but the reason we didn't move forward is because he was saying that like he's a nice guy. They really don't charge like look at the car, do the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, listen, they went through my back seat and they looked underneath the car, they can't see what it is. He said it's probably just the seal is broken from where the gas tank,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But for them to like really figure it out, they're gonna have to take everything down. And he was like,
That's
and if we do
expensive.
that, he was like, I need you to be prepared to fix whatever is wrong because it's gonna cost money. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, or he was like, or maybe do 3/4 tanks of gas and let's see how that go. And then I called him. I was like, nope, it's still too high. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
still I can smell the gas. He was like, okay, go less. So I found that if I only put a little less than half a tank of gas in the car, which for my car is about 5 gallons,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm like, okay, it's gonna smell like gas initially, but only for like the first hour or two. But like right now, I got more than half a tank, and I'm like, oh, I got the windows down and the air on because it's hot outside right now.
Hey Brianna,
Oh,
how are
hey,
you
Bree.
today? Thank you for
Lori's working on a
joining.
blanket.
Oh,
Lori, this
what
might
kind of
become a
blanket are you?
blanket if I don't finish this
Lori,
in
are you
time for the
doing a
game.
corner to corner? Lori likes to do corner to corners.
What is corner to corner? See what I'm
Let's
saying? This is what I
let's
mean.
let's
You be using all this lingo and new people, like people early in their crochet game.
She is late and don't know.
No.
She been
If we
crocheting
counted the
forever.
amount of time put towards things, I'm early. It's been a lot of years, but I don't do it often. What is corner to corner?
Let me see. Do I have anything in here corner to corner? Let me just show you real quick. I start things corner to corner and then I'm like, I don't want to do this no more. Well, it doesn't matter. You're just watching me. I wouldn't use this to teach anybody because it's too busy.
What, you need to be able to see the colors or
You need to
something?
be able to see what's happening. Oh, what was I making?
Look at that. You just started something.
I think
It
I
looked
was
like a circle,
I was probably it looks like I was gonna make
like a like a thimble or something.
what do you call it? A hat.
Oh, you can make thimbles with crochet stuff.
That
And then people
hat.
don't pierce their finger.
That hat.
What
The
hat?
hat. The Christmas hat. That's what it looks like.
I don't know what it
It's
is.
the hats that I made for Christmas. The what do you call them? Elf hat.
Oh, okay.
That's what it looks like. Who knows? I was gonna say something to
Yeah,
you.
Laura said, yep, corner to corner.
Yeah, she good
Bree,
at
look
it.
how big it got since the last time. Woo! I'm on 20 something rows. Gloria said it's gonna be more than 40. She bust my bubble real quick when I thought I was doing good.
I hope I can do this. I haven't done corner to corner
Was
in.
Lori with us last time?
I think so.
Lori, you see? Lori was like, you're not gonna do nothing. Mm. Mm.
Okay.
I was working on it on the plane.
Corner to corner. Chain 6. Go into the 4th chain, make a double crochet. Or you can do it in half double crochets too. But I'm gonna just do it this way. Because it's been a while since I did corner to corner.
I don't know what a half double crochet is.
Oh, instead of doing that and that, you pull through all of them. And that's a half double crochet. Then chain 6 again. 3, 5, 6. And go into the 4th. Chain.
It's like instead of making a long chain initially, you're making a chain as you go.
Mm-hmm. You gotta see it. Ooh, I just love this yarn. I love these colors. They just do something for me.
Yeah, pretty. Show the people. They don't see.
Then you turn that one.
Oh, this is complicated. I'm good.
No,
Good job, Lori. I'm good.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna keep going so you can see what it looks like.
But it's too much, and like you flipping it over and doing stuff.
But once that's the only one you got to do like that. At least I think. It's been a minute. I'm telling you, it's been a minute since I
It's
did.
a double crochet, right?
Yeah.
What you just doing right there. Like 6, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
6. And you go 4 back.
Yeah, double crochet in the fourth chain.
Where you just went?
In the next chain.
The next chain, so 4 back, and then the one next to that, double crochet, and then the one next to that, double crochet again.
And I forgot you do turn.
Again, don't worry about it. You can put that down.
I'm gonna keep doing now.
But do you keep doing that over and over
until you get it to the width that you want it to be?
Where's the width growing?
Right there.
So okay, let me see. Okay, go ahead. Let me see where you, because I'm trying to understand how it's growing, like how it's getting longer. Because you flipping and stuff, I can't tell where you ended.
Can I do this right?
There's some people.
Oh goodness. Oh, that's Nightbot. Hey Sheila, how are you today? Thank you. She's driving up your driveway. Please open the front door. Gave you a thumbs up. Thank you, Sheila. I use double crochet and not half double crochet. Yeah. I tend to do the half double crochet because I crochet loose, so I always feel like that hole is there. So if I do a half double crochet, then I feel like it's tighter. I could be psyching myself out. I think I did that wrong because that shouldn't be there by itself.
I'm playing with you.
I told you it's been a
Just
minute.
put that down. Go back to the blanket. Well, the cardigan that we're supposed to be working on. Working on a cardigan, Sheila.
Okay. I have to go and look at myself.
Don't worry about it. Lori got that on lock. Don't even worry about it.
Yes, she does. It's been a long time. When you have time, because you know I'm off for 2 weeks, starting Monday. Hallelujah.
Oh, that's right, your birthday. I was gonna say, why you off for 2 weeks? I forgot.
Hallelujah.
Y'all want to talk about somebody celebrate their birthday every year? Take off time every year? This is my first time not working on my birthday, like since I've been a grown adult. This year was my first time.
I've only
because I'm always like, what's the
worked on my
point? Everybody else is at work.
once.
Why am I taking it off?
I don't care.
Like I don't have nothing to do. I know, but you gonna sit home, you gonna crochet, you gonna get your free stuff. I didn't miss out on half the free stuff. And then, okay, y'all. So I went to
And you
Arizona.
never answered me.
About what?
Brunch on Sunday.
This Sunday?
This Sunday.
We probably could do that. I don't know.
I want to go to the Cuban
Faye in
place.
town, and I think we're gonna do something for my birthday tomorrow. She was like, she wanted to do something for my birthday. You know, Brianna right there with you.
She born in August? Oh, Brianna, let me tell you a funny.
Brianna's birthday is the 9th.
Let me tell you a funny break, Brianna. You know, you and your sister look alike.
Which sister? She got 3.
The one that came to visit Andre.
Brandis. That's the one right under her.
Okay. So every time I see Brianna's name, even when I see them, I'm thinking Brandis because that's the one I see all the time.
No.
And when Andre said, "Oh, look who came to visit," I was like, "That is not Brianna."
You're right. Because they're 2 different people.
But my mind, that's when I see her name, that's where my mind goes to. So now I got it straight.
Yeah.
Your daddy and his half football team, so.
She's about to sound like my parents mixing up. Don't do my people like that. They not be mixing y'all up. Now,
yes, they do.
Here's the thing though. They don't make sure they know who you are. They may call you by the wrong name.
That's
because I remember when my grandmother, Brianna's great grandmother, was older with mom, she would say, "You child," right?
Oh, Mama said that too.
Listen, but mama never did that.
Oh,
She would
really?
call us by name. No, no, no. Back then.
Oh,
As I got older, she
oh,
would be like, she would call me Ernestine, my aunt's name. She would call me Precious. And it was usually like a line. She'd be like, Ernestine, Precious, oh, you child, you know who I'm talking to.
yep, that's my mom.
And I'm not talking about she was sick. This is like 20 years ago. Like,
they forget that. You know who I'm talking to.
But today,
listen, I only got Nia, and I call her the wrong name.
In my mind, I'm young yet. I'm sitting at my desk today. I'm talking to my boss, and I'm talking about my new case manager. Her name is Christina. And I said, she wouldn't, he was like, she who? I was like, you know, this girl. And I pointed to her desk. He was like, Christina. I'm like, yes, Christina. Like, it just for a second, it wouldn't come to me. There's another Christina in my life now, Brianna.
Who looks like the other Christina?
She does not.
That's not who you should.
No, that girl name is Amy.
Oh, Amy. Okay. She has an Amy that looks like
Christina is a 22-year-old black girl.
Oh, no, she don't.
Like, Amy is like in her
Sheila
50s.
wants to see what we're working on. We're working on, this is going to be
a cardigan.
Cardigan one day.
No, soon, because I need it, Sheila, for
colors.
September. So far, I'm just green because I don't know yet. Mine
are rust and navy and cream. She's doing green because she's doing it because she wants to get it done for her football game. What's the name of that game?
Orange Blossom Classic.
The Orange Blossom Classic. It's FAMU and who?
Jackson State.
Jackson State.
Somebody don't care nothing about the things that matter to me.
What?
What is called? Who y'all playing? She the same one just told me, oh, they giving away tickets on the radio.
Yeah, I hear it. But it doesn't stick with me because I can't go.
Arizona was extremely hot, Brianna. Extremely hot. The day that I landed, it was 116 degrees, and it was like that every single day. I got up for the sunrise. Sunrise out there is like 5:30 in the morning. I love a good sunrise, sunset. I'm about it, right? God's just painting the sky beautifully for me. I go outside. It was hot. 5:30 in the morning. The first day when I went outside for the sunrise, it was 89 degrees and there was a little bit of a breeze. And I was like, oh, it's hot, but it's not like terrible. Set up for straight failure. The next day it was 92 degrees, no breeze. And when the sun came from behind that mountain, the first day it was like some clouds. When that sun came from behind that mountain, I was like, how fast can I turn around and get back in this door? Because the sun was screaming at me directly in my face. Then about day 3 or 4, we were outside and I was like, why is the sun yelling at my feet? Like, I felt like my feet were so hot, right? Then I read an article when I'm on the plane coming back about Arizona and the heat that's been going on because they broke some record for being so many days over 110 degrees. The article said that they were seeing, like, they knew they would see people from heat exhaustion and things like that, you know, dehydration, all that kind of stuff. But it said they had new kinds. What was happening is because it was so hot for so many days in a row, and the ground was like asphalt, that even though it's like 115, 120 degrees, the ground was like 130, 135. I just want y'all to know, Cherie said I was being dramatic talking about my feet, but people were in the hospital about their feet getting blisters and burns and stuff. First of all, and then I couldn't find the article to send it to her after I got off the plane. I was so mad.
But you know, that's why
it was. Hey, the phone. It was the phone. You know how it gives you articles, and then they like go away after you read it. Yeah. I'm like, I need the article. I gotta show my friend, and she was like, "Did me dirty."
They have a big initiative in Miami for areas that don't have trees to plant more trees.
Yeah,
to shade it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
He had some trees out there. You know what I thought was interesting? There was a banana tree on the property with bananas on it. And I thought that was like for subtropical. Like, I didn't know. It's so hot and so dry out there. They actually.
The only thing I would think would be cactus, period.
Listen, I'm trying to propagate some cactus from out there.
Cactus probably dead.
Listen.
It's so hot.
The cactus. So let me tell you what I found. So on the property, they have, when I was in Arizona, I was outside of like Phoenix and Scottsdale. It's an area called Paradise Valley. I was just piggybacking on my friend's work trip. So they have these things called prickly pear. Now, I had heard of prickly pear, but only in drinks, you know, like a prickly pear drink. I didn't know what it was. So it's prickly pear cactus outside, like right outside of our door. I'll show you a picture on my phone. Some of it is green with like red like things on it. That's the actual prickly pear. Is weird because the bunnies, that's what they were coming for in the morning. The bunnies and the birds were coming like eat some of that. And then some of it was purple and green. Well, you know your friend. I didn't went online trying to figure out how to propagate cactus like an idiot. I said like an idiot because of the steps that I followed after that. So I go online. I'm like, how do I propagate cactus, right? So this person they showed, you know how it's like paddles. You take the paddle off, you just lay it down. After 7 to 10 days, it'll crust over, kind of like how you would do a snake plant. It crusts over, and then you just put it in soil, and then it'll grow.
Snake plant.
Snake plant, you know snake plants. Some people call them mother-in-law tongue. Those long, skinny ones, and they grow like everywhere, and sometimes they have yellow around the edge. They have little striations. Same thing. You could just cut a snake plant. Like you could cut it actually in pieces, lay it out and let it dry. And as the bottom crusts over the bottom part, you just sit into the soil and it'll just grow. Or you can do it in water. Like I propagated some in water even. So okay. I'm like, we're gonna go get this cactus. Now the green ones had the long thorns on it that you can see that look like cactus, right? So it's like, but good thing we didn't want the green ones. The purple ones look like they didn't even have none on it. So me and Sharice take our little foolish, silly selves down there. I got a plastic bag. I did have the idea of like, let's put something over it to grab it, you know. But at first, there ain't nothing there. Both of us reaching and doing this. Don't feel anything. Move your hand back. I had like 30 in both of these fingers, and Sharice did too. And both of us in our right hand, and we right-handed. So we go upstairs. I get the tweezers because we grew up with cactus in our yard. My mama say cactus is free security. So at our house, underneath the bedroom window, there's cactus. So
that's true.
Yeah. So I go and get the tweezers. I'm with my left hand trying to tweeze them out of Cherie's hand, and then she don't even offer to do mine. She was like, I don't know how to do it. Like, so then I'm with my left hand trying to tweeze it. So then don't stop. No wisdom put into effort. I put into use. Go back inside. They had given us these bags for our bathing suits, these thick plastic bags. I'm like, all right, we're gonna put the bag over it and break it off so it'll be in the bag. And I'm like, let's at least get two in case one don't work, you know, in case one don't catch. Then we got the people hand towel to put over the bag just in case. Cause now I'm nervous because now my fingers hurt because I done got these things in there. So anyway, I got 2 paddles of prickly pear sitting outside my house right now, trying to crush them. Except the problem is, then it rained. I was at work, and all I thought about is it's been storming every day here. And what they told me is that the pear, like those are kind of purple looking because of years of drought in the area. And I'm like, this is the opposite. These things gonna get washed out. I'm gonna end up with some white cactus or something.
Yep. Nothing's gonna happen with that.
Brianna, what you talking about? So cute.
The bunnies.
Oh, they are.
They're so little though. They were tiny little.
And they had these. They really had these white cottontails. I thought it was so cute because it just made me think about when Mom used to read the story of Peter Cottontail, and like I had never seen a bunny, so I didn't know they actually. You know how like stuff like that. You know, I didn't know they actually have little white cottontails. It was the cutest thing to me.
Tell you, you know, I got those. I don't know if you call them twins or not. But anyways, 2 little black cats, pure black, nothing else, no other color on them.
Nope.
What's wrong with that?
Nope. My mom didn't like black cats. I have no reason other than she didn't like them, so I don't like them.
Nah, they're cute as they want to be. They just, and I don't understand why they are, because they're the only ones that are black. But my Janet, my coworker, used to be my manager, supervisor, whatever. She says, no, was it Janet or was it Well, somebody said, no, it couldn't have been. It could have been Janet. Anyway, somebody said that they could be any color. I didn't know that.
What, cats? I thought cats could be any color.
No, I'm saying it, but I'm thinking if there's no black cats around, how are you black?
Well, just because you ain't see they people don't mean they people not around.
They're the only black cats I've seen around my area.
Maybe somebody dropped them off.
No, these are babies from other cats.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody might have dropped them off. Maybe somebody didn't want their cat. You know, people do that. They're terrible.
But I'm saying they're the only black ones. I've seen gray ones. I've seen
Maybe it's
Black and
like,
white ones.
but maybe they come from the black and white who mixed
I
with
don't know.
like some other
Could have been.
kind, and
Could have been.
it was recessive, and they're just black.
Anyway, they cute as all get out, but I keep them right on out there. I ain't trying to feed them or nothing. So the other day, I was going to lunch, doing my little lunch, and I see the cat out there. And she's out there messing with, and I keep saying she could be a he, whatever it is. She's out there messing with one of them green lizards. And I was like,
The big one?
It was, well, it had a tail probably about that long. So, and it was big because when she would pick it up in her mouth, it was pretty big.
Ugh, that's so gross. I couldn't watch that.
Listen, my
The
grass.
iguana. You talking about iguana, not
No,
lizard, right?
No, it's not an iguana. Nia called it something else. She didn't say
Like
it was
a gecko?
She called it something. I forgot what she called it. Child, a lizard. Period. That's the way I see it. So,
a few recessive trucks. Yep.
So she's out there and it's jumping around and she keeps going after it. And then it goes over to the fence. I'm like, oh man, she's letting it go.
Why you want her to catch it? Then she gonna have a dead lizard out in your yard.
Nuh-uh, she ate that lizard.
Ugh. Oh, nasty cat. Oh, that's so gross.
A videotape, but you can't see it. You can't see it. You just see her.
Okay, move on.
Why you say nasty cat?
It's nasty.
That's what they do.
No, they eat cat food. That's what they do.
No, domestic
they eat
cats.
tuna. They eat tuna. That's what TV told me. They eat tuna.
Yeah, okay, all right. Out there in the wild, they eating whatever.
That is
my
so
mom.
Gross.
There was a cat that my mom that was around her house, and a bird flew. Do you know? We would try to save that bird. That cat was like, "Oh heck to the no! This is lunch." She got that bird.
It was like a bird, like in the wild. Or you talking about your mom's?
No, the cat was. I don't know. Mom just.
This made me think about like National Geographic. I get so bothered when they don't intervene. I'd be like, just save it. Just save the little deer. Save it. Like, y'all right now. Why y'all gonna let it get it?
That is not their job.
That's so hard to watch.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I was like, you can stay in the backyard all day, all night. I will not bother you.
Because it's killing that.
That's right.
But those lizards not trying to come in the house, and them lizards ain't doing nothing to you.
Yes, they are always trying to get in the house. I don't like those
So
things.
when they have gotten in the house before, what did they do to you?
Just creepy. I don't want them in the house. No, stay out there. Call her friends, her mom and daddy, bring them all over here. Take care of them, please. You know I don't like lizards, snakes, frogs, alligators.
They're not finna, the cat can't take care of alligator. Let's just make that clear.
But those Burmese pythons can.
Oh, but you want that?
No, when I see people finding them in their yards and stuff, I'm like, man, I don't want to walk out one of them things. Did you see the one that those guys caught? It was
a recent one.
Yeah, it was.
Are they commissioning people to go catch them again?
They are probably now. It started up again.
Y'all not from Florida. What happened is we have these pythons that people started letting go that they had as pets.
No,
out in
that's
the
not
Everglades.
No,
that's what I thought it
was. No. I told you about the guardian of the glades. It was after Hurricane.
Oh, that's right. You said that. Yeah.
Yeah, after Hurricane Andrew, I think when it because it destroyed the.
It had to be after that. You sure it wasn't like with Charlie and all them?
It was after one of the major hurricanes. No, because Charlie. No, it had to be Andrews because it was one of the college's science places in Miami. So it had to be Andrew because Charlie and all them other ones hit Broward County more than it did Dade. So it had to be after Hurricane Andrew. And because it destroyed that science place, all of those snakes got into the wild. That's where they all started.
So now they all out in the Everglades.
Making babies.
There's no predator for them. And
that's the word I couldn't remember.
Yeah, they're at the top of the food chain. and them fools out there trying to eat the gators. You remember that time when they showed the one of the pythons tried to eat a gator whole and it split? Like absolutely
The
insane.
gator was dead and it was dead. But the I think I want to say it was 19 feet long.
Oh Lord.
And one
God bless the people who like see that and be like, oh, let me try to catch that.
I know what
Like,
and he said, I saw it and then I just said, well, let me just go in there and grab it. And then when he realized how big it was and he fought with it, he said, oh, like 3 minutes. I'm like, 3 minutes? Oh, please.
I would have been dead 20 seconds in. That thing probably would have strangled
was
me.
huge. And there was another guy that found one that had 30 eggs. It had a lot of eggs. It was like the most eggs that they have gotten. And that's the whole, they trying to find all those lady pythons or whatever they call them, female pythons, because they're the ones laying all those eggs.
What do you do when it's big like this? Like, I feel like I gotta like hold it to me or something. Okay.
Yeah, however it is to get comfortable so you can keep going.
Maybe I don't have to do 40 rounds like her. Maybe I
No,
crochet looser than her. And so I don't,
all you got to do, fold it over and like how it's going to be worn, fold it over, and put your arms through it and see if it's wide enough for you. And then you can start making your armholes. All up to you. You can have it short, but to make it long, you have to keep going. Now, if you want to just
long, like
short,
hanging past like my waist and stuff. First of all, my butt is pretty absent, so it ain't gonna take much to get past that. Let's be real about it.
Oh my goodness!
Didn't get those genes from my dad's side of the family. So I don't really have them.
Okay. No, so the kitties can hang out at my house.
Take care of your yard. Okay, so what did you say that the little pink thing is called?
A stitch marker.
A stitch marker. To me, it looks like a plastic not paper clip, safety pin.
Yeah.
So the stitch marker fell in between.
What do you need a stitch marker for anyway?
To put it, you told me to put it at the end because I had just pulled a big loop, and then you said put it at the end. And so that's what I did, and I kept using it. I did good with it. And right before I went on the trip, I was sitting on the sofa one night crocheting, and I put it on the armrest that's in between the sectional, and then it fell in between. No problem. Stuff falls down all the time. Like that's where the remote likes to be instead of in our hands. So I'm like, let me put up the little legs and get it. And when I put it up, I could barely see the end of it. It was like going underneath the edge. So I couldn't get it because it was like where the gears are. I like the rigs. Let me go get something that I can use to push underneath them. I went to push it and I hit my head on the lift thing. And when I did that, my arm jerked and I pushed it back further. Oh. So now it's underneath the middle console part of the sectional and I can't get to it. I literally, home by myself, wouldn't suggest this to anybody else, thought I was going to try to lift this sectional up enough. Let me tell you what I did. Dead serious. I go to the one and I try to push the sectional. So if anybody knows my roommate, don't tell her. As I try to push the sectional, this part like came loose and connected to that. So I was just like, well, I don't know how to put that back. So I just pushed it so that it looks like even. That's what's happening with the sectional right now. So oh if you come to my house, if you sit on that side, just sit down gently so she don't see it move. Then I go to the other one and I try to lift it up. And I took some books and placed it underneath it. Like I kept lifting a little bit and sliding the book. And it was like so heavy. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. And then I try to like lift it a little bit more and slide a book underneath the book, trying to wedge it. And then
don't you have paper clips?
Gloria, I was focused on finding this little pink thing. Tell me what it's called again.
Stitch marker.
Stitch marker. I was focused on getting the stitch marker back. I failed. The stitch marker is still underneath the sofa. And it took me about 45 minutes before I gave up.
Okay. What is 9:07 p.m.? I don't know. Hi, Rudy. Thank you for joining us. I can't see. Is that Araheta? Rudy Araheta with autism. Okay. But no, it's a stitch marker. You can use a paper clip. You can use anything just to hold it.
I just usually pull the string out like a big long while so it don't come loose.
Yeah, you got to pull a whole big old. Okay.
I'm just saying, that's what I did. When you don't know what to do, as an unseasoned crocheter like you and some of the, people who on here, all of us don't have your knowledge and understanding yet. So I just pull it.
Hey, CJ Space, how are you today? Thank you for joining us. And I hope you thumbs up. What are you working on? And this is my friend Adrienne. She and I are working on a cocoon cardigan. I'm just doing it.
And it's taking forever.
All right, but you'll be so happy when it's done. You're gonna be so proud of yourself. Your friend's gonna be so jelly. Okay,
They're not gonna be jelly, but they're gonna be happy for me. And all of my crocheting over the years, I have never made anything for myself before. This is the first time. Because my rule was I only make baby blankets and I am childless. So I got nothing.
Well, consider this your baby blanket for yourself. How about that? Because that's pretty much what it is. Just making it into a cardigan, that's all. Hey, Kita, creating with Kita. How are you this evening? Thank you for joining us and I hope you thumbs up. What are you working on?
Oh, I took this picture of Prince for you. Okay. So if anybody ever goes to Arizona, I definitely don't suggest it in the summer. There is a really cool, it's a musical instruments museum there. It's called the MIM, like MIM. That's how they have it everywhere. Anyways, super cool. The way the museum is set up is they have downstairs, they have like these specialized rooms, like one is like a pop room, blah, blah, blah. You go upstairs and they have a wing for each continent. And then you go into that continent and they have each country broken down. And you're wearing these headsets, and every time you walk in front of a country, they have a screen there. And there's like music playing, but it changes. It'll be like a video of this kind of performance, a video of that, a video of something from a long time ago, a video, somebody talking about the country. And whichever TV you're standing in front of, it'll just switch to like, then you're hearing whatever's on that screen. It was really cool. But we went into the store afterwards and they had this, I took a picture for you.
Did you get a memory of us at training camp?
What you mean, a memory on what?
No, I get these memories of stuff.
My memories be random and they don't be the same day. Look at that shirt. I thought it was so cute. I didn't think it was $40 cute though. I don't know if anybody else likes Prince. Hold on, I'm gonna make it bigger so y'all can see it.
Oh, this is not my Prince shirt.
You're in the messy shirt. Look at this. Isn't that like a cute little picture?
That looks like from Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. Purple Rain.
You wore those little glasses and he had that.
That's what he sounded like to me.
Oh my goodness. In that group chat, whoever put that thing up from Prince in that movie.
I don't even remember. I probably didn't see it. I keep that group chat muted.
Oh my goodness, I laugh so much about that.
Daryl be driving me crazy in there. Sometimes Daryl and Edwin get going, I'm like, mute. So that group chat has been muted for a while, and then I just go in there every now and again.
Okay, I got 1 year ago trip to Mexico.
And they made a collage for you. We went to Mexico last year. Gloria's birthday. My cousin sent me on the trip to bless me after the rough year I had. Where's that?
That was one of the, down where the pool is.
Oh, wow. When the picture, I don't remember.
That critter.
It's a huge grasshopper. Oh, it was like that oversized chessboard. That was really cool.
Oh, you're not there. Hope that guy don't pop up
That guy.
with Brazilian butt lift. 'Cause I did say, oh, there's the wedding. So he
Y'all.
might pop up.
I am not mad with people doing whatever they feel like they need to do for their own satisfaction, whatever. But this dude's butt lift, it had to be implants in his butt. It caught me so off guard. I was so thrilled. We saw him in the airport. Then they ended up on our same plane. Then we get to the property and they was on the property. Y'all, when I tell y'all this dude had me so thrilled, I had never seen anything like that. And he was walking around in these tiny little bikini bottoms, like on purpose to show up. I was so,
Oh my goodness.
like, I felt like I am not a rude person. And so I was like ashamed because it was hard for me like not to like stare and laugh. Like I was having such a hard time. Y'all, I have never.
Oh goodness.
And
Hey,
then I was cell phone paparazzi him. I took a picture and zoomed in to show Gloria, like, look at it. It was crazy.
hey Vicky, how are you today? This is my friend Adrienne. We are working on a cocoon cardigan because she wanted to make something for her. Jesus. Something blossom.
Orange blossom
Classic.
classic.
FAMU is playing Jackson State.
There we go.
In September.
I came up with a resolve the other day when I realized Gloria told me it's supposed to be 40 rounds and I was on round like 22. And we're coming up on August and we started this a long time ago. It took me a long time.
It was a month ago.
Okay. So if it took me a month and I'm only halfway the number of rounds for the skinny lady. So I told myself it's okay if I don't finish in time for that game because I'm planning on attending homecoming this year in Tallahassee.
Okay.
And it definitely will probably be cool in October. And then, now I'm not trying to get myself out.
Is that the game that y'all play with Oh no, that's the
I actually don't even know who we playing for homecoming.
No.
Are you talking about against Bethune?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's the classic. But FAM didn't sign the contract. We might not play in the Orange Blossom Classic after this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old classic that had stopped and then they brought it back. And FAM's been playing. This is our last year contract. And it came out in the news last week that FAM has assigned it. It might not. Fighting over the same thing people usually fight about. Money.
Well, we're gonna have to see how Mr. Sanders does as the Iowa coach. Isn't that where he went to?
Don't make me lie. I don't remember. I don't care. Wherever he go, I hope all the kids with talent leave. I used to say like about Saban with Alabama. Sorry if anybody likes Alabama, but I do not like Nick Saban. So I used to say I hope the whole program fail. I hope, but then I felt bad. I'm like, it's not the kids' fault. They think that they're just going to play for somebody with some good sense.
She said you should have used a chunkier yarn and a larger hook.
Why you didn't tell me that?
Because we're not buying no chunky yarn. We're in Florida. She would pass out in that.
Oh, is it like hotter?
Yeah, it's chunky yarn.
I don't know.
Well, that yarn here, this is a 5-weight.
That look like regular yarn.
That's a 5-weight.
Is that bigger?
Just a smidge. But chunky yarn is a 6 or a 7-weight. Which, let me see, I don't have any chunky yarn over there. But when I have chunky yarn in this one because all my chunky yarn is in here.
That's okay. It took me a while to finish my shrug. The shrug. That's like the short one that goes across the shoulders.
Yep.
Colorado. She know where he went. Well, I'm not gonna say that I hope Colorado's program failed because I've fixed that. I need to stop talking against these kids. I just want. I don't know. I really don't want bad for him, but I just don't like how he did stuff.
Yeah.
Now I'm not in his position. I didn't have to make his decisions, and clearly I'm not like in the know about everything that went on. But outside looking in, I'm making all kind of judgment.
Y'all mad at him because he dissed all those traditional things.
Yeah, he played too much. Around here changing stuff.
But you know,
Disrespecting the HBCU situation. Oh yeah.
this is blanket yarn, but this is a 6.
That's kind of cool. You made something with that before? You feel that? Well, that
That's
feel good.
that's what I
I
made
wanna-
my owl.
The owl that's on your sofa?
Mhm.
I like how this feel. Y'all go find some of this and feel it if you haven't before. This right here.
But I have a.
That's right. It feels really nice.
Where's my purple? I only have a little bit. No, that's
They got a YouTube channel. What about him going to Colorado? About chunky yarn.
not. I don't know why.
I'm not saying they don't need some changes and update. I'm saying don't try to flip stuff up. Don't be like, oh, I don't want to do the classic there no more because it's not the right kind of crowd and stuff. What? I don't like this one. This one don't feel good like that
They're
other
all
one.
different.
Mm-mm.
But this is blanket,
A
so
little
of course
better.
it's gonna feel a lot softer.
I felt better. The other one felt better. You'd be so proud. I went back and pulled something out. Y'all, when I first started crocheting, Gloria was on my list for a while because every time we would sit and work on something together, I would be doing something. I would feel like I'm doing good. And then she would take it from me and just go and just start pulling stuff loose, right? I had beef with my friend, right? I was younger, way less mature about things. And I'm like, why she always taking my stuff at work like a loose? So then like, okay, I started doing better. One time I'm talking to Gloria, and then she was like, I wasn't gonna go back and take all that loose. I'm like, wait a minute, but you used to take my stuff loose. But since I was working on this, I had found in the corner I had accidentally did 4. Like I had did 4 space 3, and I was like around this corner, and I was like, that corner looked funny. And I went back and saw it, and I took all of the side loose and went all the way back to the corner, and I took it loose and made it 3 crochet 1 3
Because the reason I take things out because I know it's gonna bother me. I had, like the that multicolored vest thing.
Mm-hmm.
I did it in yellow. First of all, it was way too long, but I had missed a box, and I look at that box all the time, and I finally took the entire thing apart. It bothered me too much.
You should have gave it to somebody.
No,
Somebody else would have appreciated it.
if it bothers me, I'm not giving it to somebody. No, that would bother me that I gave it to somebody.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you did what made you happy.
That's right. You see. Oh, his son created a channel documenting his move. Oh, I like that yarn. It's good to use. Oh, in
It gets
Michigan?
cold in Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I flew with them in the fall one time. Remember the girl Nikki who used to be on the radio down here?
Mhm.
I went to go visit her. I can't remember what city she lives in. She lives not far from. There's a city that's like Germany. Not like it's like German stuff, like German food. It's a whole
Ooh, I would enjoy
area
that.
and it's. I think I flew into Detroit and then we drove to where she lives, and then one day we took a field trip and we went to this city that was like Germany. That's the first time I saw a weeping willow tree. I had never seen it before in real life. It's really
Yeah.
cool to look at, but it almost makes you sad. It really does make you like think that, or at least it did for me. I was like, it does look like somebody's sad and they're probably gonna cry. And I was like having an emotional reaction to this tree. I wonder if that was God's plan. But anyway, whatever that city is, I'm gonna look it up because it's gonna drive me crazy. City, Michigan.
But anyway, brunch. I was, where mangoes used to be on Las Olas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's some new place.
Cuban.
Frankenmuth. Frankenmuth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bought back some yarn from Frankenmuth and gave it to you.
You did?
That's where I got the Christmas yarn from.
Oh,
that red and white stripes, and then the green and red stripes. I got it from Frankenmuth in Michigan. Oh, look, yep, CJ Frankenmuth. See, I've been kind of in your neck of the woods a little bit. I don't know what part of Michigan you in, but that's the only time I've ever seen fall. I went up there to go see my friend Nikki, who used to be down here.
The first time I saw fall, I was in Washington, D.C., and I was like, so this is what fall
No, I was mind blown when we were driving from the airport. I was like, the trees really look like that. Fall, in all honesty, the most I had seen of fall was like, in books, how you see some leaves are orange, some are
Mhm,
brown,
mhm,
some are red. Like, okay. But then I saw it, I'm like, oh, this is like real.
mhm.
Like,
My
fall
one of
looks
the
like
ladies I
that.
used to work with, she was our
I had no idea.
office manager. She said her and her husband, they were taking a cruise up the coast. You do it in October because then you get to see all the changing of leaves and stuff
Hmm.
going up towards Vermont and all those places. I was like, oh, that sounds
That
nice.
sounds cool. But I don't know if I want to be on the water in a time when it's cooler.
Well,
That
that's
might be
because
too cold to be out there.
we Floridians, we don't like cold at all.
No.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
But when I went to DC, I was like, oh my
She said she's 1
goodness.
hour from Flint.
Oh,
I know they have Christmas. That's what I was talking about. I bought her some Christmas yarn back
they have.
from there because we went to the Christmas store and they had like
Oh, so it's because there's I can't remember where it is in Germany. I think somebody actually
Gloria used
bought
to
my
live in Germany,
stein,
y'all. If you don't know, she was in the service and she was stationed in Germany for some time.
but I had a did somebody break my stein?
I don't know what a
Anywho,
stein is. You're
it's the
saying that
beer
like
stein. You know what they use to drink beer from.
so a beer glass, a beer
No,
mug.
it's a stein. It's different.
It's
I'll
like
show
thick,
you.
right? And it's got like loopy looking things across it, across the top.
It's got a lid.
Oh, I don't think I know about the lid.
But anywho, I had
Oh, Gloria was in DC for a while too.
yeah. Let me see. You'll
With
make
the
it look
service.
nice, Florida.
Wait. Oh, was that
Oh,
when you
you
was
live
doing
in
school?
DC now?
I'm gonna be back up there soon.
I like DC.
Last year, my father passed, and he was interred at Arlington, and so I want to go up to see his headstone and stuff. Because when you go for that kind of stuff, like that stuff isn't ready, they don't do it right then. So I'm gonna be back up there soon, so I can go and see the headstone. DC is cool. I like all the museums. I'd be way too
Hmm.
emotional. Way too emotional in the museums. Like I lived these things
I
I'm
was
like reading about and everything.
I was sad that the museum closed.
What museum?
Museum.
What is a museum?
It was all new stuff. They had
Oh,
like a chunk of the wall when Germany when the wall
the
came down
Berlin
in
Wall.
Germany. They had a chunk of that. They had all kinds of
But all that stuff
wood
is probably
stock.
somewhere else. It's probably
But
just
this what museum was not like a part of the
Smithsonian.
yeah, it was no,
Um,
this was something you had to pay money to go into
oh,
and it closed down.
because people didn't want to pay money to go see new stuff, I guess,
Yes, no.
or not enough
It was
people.
nice. It was nice.
That would have depressed me
Why would it depress you?
because there's so much depressing stuff in the news.
It's historical stuff
Yeah,
though.
it makes me sad.
Not all of it.
Most of it.
They talked about Woodstock. They had a whole area full of wood.
The Musical Instruments Museum had a whole area on Woodstock too. Guess what? Didn't make me sad. I can show you. I took a picture of that. I think I took a video of the Woodstock area.
Oh, goodness. I don't know. Maybe they did move it somewhere else. I don't know.
And I'm sure that stuff is something like it's too valuable to not be somewhere. Maybe it got
Hmm.
absorbed into the different museums, like they spoke about different things, like the
Yep.
Natural History Museum. So then they had the things that was associated with that.
Hmm. You and I went
Girl,
to a few of
Brianna,
those.
oh my God. Faye be sending me these random things because I think I was in Arizona when all that happened. So I hadn't heard about it because we really weren't watching TV at all. I was trying to like just get my life together in my mind. And so then Faye said something like, "Oh, so you pulled a Carly?" I was like, "A Carly?" And she was like, "Girl, you don't know about Carly?" And I was like, "What you talking about?"
Yeah,
So then
they
she just like
charged her behind.
oh, did they?
Oh
She
yeah.
randomly sends me like I just open my phone and open something, and it's like somebody on Instagram doing like some guy has been like doing all the like Carly stuff.
Mhm.
Like he's like, but remaking it like foolishly, like when she
Mhm.
was hanging out in somebody's living room, like eating cereal, and then it's like, girl, you seen the news? Like,
She
it's
lives in Boston. She gets all 4 seasons.
Sheila. I'm not. I'm not gonna hold it against you that you live in Boston. there are just a couple places on the map of these United States that I struggle to appreciate because of their sports teams, Sheila. And Boston is number one on my list. It is very hard for me to appreciate things that come out of Boston.
Tell
Sheila, I should hope that you are not reflective of your community in certain ways. And if you are a fan of Patriots or the Celtics, Sheila, just know that we are at odds, henceforth and forevermore. Just so we're clear, so that we all know where we stand.
Oh my goodness!
Sheila, that fooling with Boston. I hope it was like a decision about your parents, and you didn't say like, "Oh, Boston seems like a great city. Let me move there." Like, I hope, like, you were born into it and you didn't have a choice. Don't tell me if otherwise.
You leave Sheila alone.
I'm just saying. Oh, now she locked up.
Oh, they arrested her already? I knew they were charging her.
Carly around here playing with them people money and time.
You got
that can't
right.
Do that. You can't play them type games when they serious.
This is a killer. She did research before she did this foolishness.
I was wondering. So one of the skits, Brianna, I'm about to send them to you. One of the skits, it was like he was sitting there on Google, like, how do I get an Amber Alert?
Yes.
How
does it cost anything?
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of the skits was doing that. I thought he was just like being foolish. You know what I'm saying? No,
she did all of that. I said, you idiot. And the first
time she looked cute for the mugshot.
The first time I heard that story, and my friend, what's her name, Erica, sent me the because everybody was passing her picture around saying she was missing and blah blah blah, kidnapped or whatever.
Yeah, when Faye sent me the picture, I was like, oh, she cute. Like, it was a cute picture of her. Like, she was done. I was like, okay, sis.
And then I was like, that don't even make sense anymore. But I just boo-booed it off. And I don't drive very often, but when I do, I listen to what is it? The show with Big Lip and Sherry Shelley, whatever her name is. And they were talking about this story. And of course, they must have said something like, that's BS. Ain't nothing going on. That girl is faking, blah, blah, blah. And people were calling in. Apparently, somebody had jumped down their throat and like, yeah, this is for real, blah, blah, blah.
Because then you never know. Like, you never know.
I know the next time I get in the car,
sound crazy.
Here come, is her name Sherry? Why can't I think of her name?
Big Lippin. I can't think of her name either.
Sherry.
I don't listen to them often though.
Yeah, whatever her name is.
My antenna situation. So I'm always
sidekick, whatever her name is. Sherry Russian. Is it Sherry Russian?
I think so.
She like, what y'all got to say now? It's like, oh. I was like, yep. I said, who calls the police and say, oh, I see a toddler walking, and then nobody hears anything else from her?
I mean, when Faye started explaining it to me, I said, listen, okay, so from the beginning of the story, right? If just think about like if it was real and you stopped and you see this child, like maybe somebody, because in my mind, I'm like, maybe somebody used a child to like lure somebody else to kidnap them. Or maybe because she was on to them, like something happened and I'm like, girl, that wasn't your business. You should have called and like maybe drove slow on the highway next to the kid to make sure, like, I don't know. I don't know. But I was like, I could see how like it could cause concern.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that she did that because, I mean,
all the resources.
We already have issues with attention being given to Black and brown people who go missing and stuff like that. And then you do something like this and it doesn't help the cause.
Not at all. Not at all. It's like, you silly little girl. Now you've ruined your life because it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. I don't care.
Change her name or something.
Yep. And move to another
somewhere else
where nobody knows you.
Go work on a cruise ship.
She gonna have to be like, was it Cheers where everybody knows your name?
Everybody knows
Like,
your
she better give
name.
herself some other name.
Speaking of cheers, my coworker had on this shirt today, Gigi. She's Andre's birthday twin. She on this shirt and it said, I had never seen it before, but I was like, dang, that's real. That's life these days. It said, if you live by the cheers, and it had like thumbs up, it was like you'll die by the booze. And it had like thumbs down. And at first, but I didn't know, it just said if you live by that, and it was like CH, and then there was two thumbs for the EERS. I was like, what is that like cuff like what else is this called?
Handcuffs?
I was like, handcuffs? Like chains? Are you saying we live by the chains? Because work at a Christian organization, so maybe they're trying to say like, break the chains or something. She's like, no, if you live by the cheers, you die by the booze. I was like, if that ain't social media. I was like, girl, that sure ain't lie. Oh dang.
Miss
Dang it,
something.
Brianna, that's disappointing. She said she had a copycat, an 11-year-old girl in another state. That's sad.
Oh yeah, they arrested her too. But I'm sure they let her go. But the police officer said, if you keep doing stuff like this as an adult, you're gonna get used to these handcuffs or something
Handcuffs.
like that. He said to her. I was like,
But that
ooh.
was like down here when they had all those kids. Remember, I think it was like right before the end of the school year, and they started calling in
With
like
the
the
bomb
fake bomb
threats. Yep.
threats and
Yep.
like that there was gonna be a
Foolishness.
shooting and stuff, and
Yep.
they them kids was getting arrested and
I
caught
was
up for
like,
real,
what
and
are
parents
you
was getting
all
upset. But I'm
thinking?
like, that is like super hard. A very difficult situation to put like schools and other students through and
Hmm.
stuff. It's too scary to play them type games. I mean, you should never play them type games, even if it's not scary. But I remember when I was in high school, there was like maybe two bomb threats, and it
Never.
ends up being like we went out to the stands and just had to stay
I don't think
outside
I've.
for a while and
I don't think
stuff.
I've.
But now it's like these kids are
They have the parents were allowed to go into.
the building for Storm and Douglas, yeah,
And
if
one
they
of
wanted
them,
to.
said that they wanted
I
the
didn't watch none of it.
Congress people to come and go through it. I was like shocked that they would even. Oh, I could.
Well, the kids' belongings and stuff was all still in the buildings. It's been closed ever since. Stoneman Douglas has been closed ever since the mass shooting, and so they recently they're gonna destroy the building, and so they said that they would allow for like the family, the parents of those kids to go in and be able to like see the space and get their stuff and whatever else. So I ended up not watching the news for a couple of days because I was like, I didn't want to see them interview them afterwards because
Hmm.
it's too much. One of my boys, I work with kids who age out of foster care, and one of the young men that was in my program was a student there at that time, and
Hmm.
watching him and the things that he went through, and like the survivor's remorse
Hmm.
and everything that we tried to put in place to help him
Hmm.
on the other side. It was just so much. It's so much. And the thing this is happening like all over the country in all these different communities. Like
And
these kids going through this stuff and their families and their parents and
that young boy in Michigan that killed, I think he killed 4 kids at his school. He's on trial now, and they want to give him life without parole, but they're using some law that says children, um, they have
like he
to.
has to have a second chance at life.
Yeah, they can't sentence them to life without parole. But my thing is, you sentence those dead people. He planned it out, and then they want to say he grew up in a bad home and all that stuff. I said, but your mama took you to the shooting range. They bought you a gun. That was your gift. So now you want to play the sorry thing now? No, no, no.
Speaking of, you heard the judge who oversaw the Stoneman Douglas thing. You saw
She quit.
I mean, she retired, but it was on the news the other day. Like now she's being reprimanded by the way she communicated
Yeah, the way
uh,
she treated
the
the defense
defense,
attorneys.
and
Yeah,
then they said
and then
like
she got off
afterwards that
she
she
went and
gave
hugged
hug the
the
prosecutors
prosecutors.
and
Yep,
stuff.
yep. I was surprised it took them this long to get to that, because I'm sure.
I mean, I don't know what's wrong with that. Like they probably needed some comforting.
Well,
That was rough.
you know what, she should have done that not in the front of the cameras.
Yeah.
It's just like that judge went and hugged that police officer that murdered that man, talking about she thought that was her apartment.
Oh, in
in
Texas?
Texas. Yeah. So
I didn't
yeah.
know that happened, or I
Oh
don't
yeah,
remember that.
she came off of her bench and went around and gave that lady a hug.
So here's my concern about this project. I bought two of these, right? Because her directions, the young lady's directions, said, hold on, let me find the number. So this says that this is equal to, I bought this thing, one of these. It says it's equal to 3 balls.
Hmm.
But so I think hers said you need 6 balls. So I was like, okay, if I get two of these, that'll be that. First of all, I didn't think ahead to the fact that she was skinny and I'm not. So just thinking on that part, I probably already am messed up because I bought for what she told me. Oh, here. Okay, so the 14 ounces, 396 grams. The grams didn't match up. Like whatever grams she said, I was like, how does that equal 3 balls? Like it wasn't her
But you,
grams was more than what 6 balls would have been. Like I did the math standing there in the store. And I'm like,
but her yarn is thin.
oh, that's right. That's right. Cause she was like in
She,
Nigeria or something. And
yeah,
she said she uses doubles up
two,
on the
yeah,
yarn.
yeah.
So maybe I won't be messed up.
No, you won't. Is this your first one?
No, this is my second one. Your reaction tells me, okay, so I need to go back to that one and see. And I was scared for the color lot because here's the thing: when I went, so this one is called Patty Green. When I went, I picked up two different ones. When I held them close together, I'm like, they look similar, but they're not the same. And I looked at them, and sure enough, they had different names.
Mm,
Like they both looked
mm,
green, and I
mhm.
was like, should I buy a third one to make sure? But I was like, but if I don't
But
need the
this is,
third one, what am I gonna do with that?
this is always available. Red Heart Jumbo is all, and get it when it's on sale. But do you have orange? Because it aren't your
This is
colors
all I bought
okay? But
because I
what's your
wasn't sure what I was
but what
gonna
are your
do
colors?
for my
Is it
school, orange
yeah
and green.
yeah? I got orange.
The only orange they had was like a neon orange. It was pretty though, but I didn't want neon.
Because if you get it big enough, then you can do your trims in the orange. You can do the cuffs.
Are you saying Oxford High School is where
Oh yeah, that's what that little boy.
the little
Yeah,
boy?
yeah.
That's sad that he's throwing away his life. So you said if I do what with the orange?
The trim, because you know she does the front post, back post. You know, see how my cardigan is right
Oh,
there.
uh-huh.
That's what she does for her trim. So you could do that in orange.
That'd be cute.
Hmm.
That's gonna be cute. That's gonna be
It's
cute,
gonna be
friends.
real cute.
I'm gonna be cute, y'all. That's gonna be cute.
Yeah, I don't
Like
know
I
what they,
stopped. Look, I'm already like, okay, what am I supposed to
I
be
don't
doing?
know what they I don't know what their decision is going to be with that boy, but he need to
I'm
do a
sorry, I didn't
whole
know
lot of
about that
time.
one.
You kill 4 people and you plan it out too. I don't care how bad your household is. You have forethought that says I want to kill some people and this is how I'm going to do it.
Did he know them? Like, was it some kind of
They were.
revenge something, or he just went to school and shot?
It's been so.
I
It's
don't know
been
that it
it
makes a
was 2 years
difference, but I
ago.
just wonder sometimes, like, what's the drive behind
Yeah,
the
that was two
behavior?
years ago, and I can't remember exactly if he knew them or not. But you know, his parents bought him.
I mean, it's probably a different community. Like, is it a hunting community? Because that looks different sometimes.
I
Like,
don't.
people, when they live in hunting communities and they start young with their kids, and it's like a daddy son thing, or they go
Mm.
out with the uncle, like, it's just a different culture around that in
And
some places.
when the school told the parents about his behavior,
Oh, he had been acting out and
yeah,
stuff.
instead of them coming to get him, they didn't. And I think the next day is when he killed the people, or so. I can't remember. It's been too long. It's been 2 years when that happened. But
I didn't even remember hearing about that.
oh my goodness. Well, you know, I
Maybe
hear.
because it was only for people, as if each life doesn't matter. But
Yeah, he was.
oh my gosh, y'all, it's so big, and it's still nowhere near big enough. I don't think I'm gonna have to go 40 rounds. I think I must chain much looser than that girl. What's
Well,
her name?
yours,
The who cardigan we're
Marion.
doing?
Marion.
Marion. What you trying to see if it's the same length?
No, I'm seeing how big your stitches are compared to mine.
Look. Yeah, do a side to side. You can start at the corner.
Yeah, this
My
corner is
grandma and
finished.
your grandma Sitting by the fire, my grandma.
Oh yeah, yours. Yeah.
Oh, that's tiny. Am I supposed to be doing it that tight?
You crochet loose
But yours
anyway.
is like super tight.
You have always crocheted loose. So you might be big enough. And when you get to a corner, then put it on yourself and see.
What's all that? Cause I didn't know I was doing it too big.
Oh my
And
goodness.
yours is so like tight
Let
and
me see.
cute.
Brianna says, hang in there. He says, he killed 4 and injured 3 others.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Was it? Yeah, it was high school. She just said Oxford High.
Yep. Yep. I forgot what.
Did he give himself up, or did they?
I said it's been 2 years ago. I can't remember. Considering there's been a bazillion more since then.
4th of July. I remember waking up that morning and looking at the news, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" On my phone, it was like a shooting in Philadelphia. There was one in Texas, and one.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "What in the world happened? Like, what happened
Everybody
overnight?"
just shooting. It's just ridiculous. This is the I don't know. It's too much. This country is too angry. I don't know what the heck is wrong. Too many guns. They say there's more guns per capita than there are people in America. And I believe it
That's
because
wild.
when
I
a
believe
lot
it
of
though, because
these
some of those
people,
girls I go to the range with have multiple guns. Like they have a lot
well,
of
you know, a lot of
guns.
these crazy people when they um do something and they go in and to their homes and stuff, they have arsenals of weapons. It's like who need, and first of all, the price of a gun is expensive. So how y'all got all these guns? Who child, I got the kind of time. Melanie says, hey Gigi, guess I have only made one of those cocoon cardigans in my life, just one. Never again. Felt like it would never
That's how
end.
I feel, Melanie. That is what I have been saying for a month. It's never ending. I'm just going around. One day I was so tired, I didn't make it all the way around. I was like, because in my head, I'm like, at least do one. Like if I'm gonna pull it out, if I have the time, at least do one round. I got like halfway to the third one, and I was like, tomorrow, maybe. Like I could not. But were you proud of it when you were done, Melanie? Did you love it?
I told you, I don't know where mine. I did a shrug long years ago. When matter of fact, when I started this job that's gonna give me more gray hairs before it's all said and done. And I wore it because it was cold because I went up there in December
I remember. Didn't I
for
take
training.
you? I took you up there.
You took me up there for the interview.
Oh,
And then I had to go up there and stay up there for
that's
the
right.
training. And it was so cold up there.
I don't understand how Orlando gets so much colder than us, and it's like
Woo!
2 hours away.
Oh my goodness.
So weird.
It was in the 30s up there.
Keita, you still on? I had saw that you used to live in Tampa. Does it get cold over there like that?
I tried the cardigan on to see if it's big enough. That's what I just told
That's
her.
what she told me when I get to her corner.
When she finishes her last
I'm about to, because let me tell you, Melanie and CJ, baby, I hope so. I hope so. Y'all might see me shout. Hey. I'm like, whew, child. I'm not, this is not my skill level. And I know this is granny squares, but I'm talking about in terms of the stick to itness. This is a lot.
Well, you doing that, and I'm gonna work on that Dolphins cardigan because I want y'all to be like, ooh, look at her. Walk around.
I'm gonna try to shine on us. She gonna shine on us. We're gonna all be together. She gonna have on this jazzy Dolphins cardigan, and I'm gonna probably just have on my Dolphins hat that she wore, that she made me, and then I'm gonna be like, so nah, nobody don't care about your cardigan. Probably gonna be warm anyway.
I know it. Last year, oh jeez, we could have wore everything we thought was winter clothing.
It was cold. We sat and froze in that stadium.
To a friggin' loss.
Remember that on Christmas? I missed Christmas brunch with my people to go see my Dolphins, and they had it right to the very end, and then they let Green Bay just hurt our feelings on Christmas morning.
Mm.
It's really funny watching stuff play out. So now this year we got a game on Christmas Eve. So we're playing Dallas, right? Boo. So my cousin's husband is a big Dallas fan because he's silly. I don't know why. So he's a big Dallas fan. He came down before for the Dallas game. Let me tell you how like he was like he want to bring his friend. I'm like, okay, thinking his friend is a Dolphins fan. He a Dallas fan. He bring his friend who's an Eagles fan. Like we wasn't playing the Eagles. We playing Dallas. So then we gotta go to the game with a Dallas and an Eagles fan. Anyways, I digress. So this year they were like they're gonna come down. And I was like, oh, it's Christmas Eve, y'all sure? Because you might want to be with the family, whatever. And I was like, oh, we'll bring the family. We could just like do Christmas down here on this end with this part of the family. I was like, that'd be cool. So I'm like, let me try to figure out tickets. So I have 2 tickets. Gloria has 2 tickets. We have season tickets to the Dolphins because we have strong character. We hang in there.
Love our team.
We love our team and we hang in there with them, right? Even though Ramsey is out now, I heard. Anyways, okay, I'm not going.
That's exactly why we couldn't get our tickets for training camp the first day because all the wannabes that don't ever show up. But Ramsey is there now. They want to see
training
Ramsey
camp opens on
Tyreek.
Sunday, and we don't have tickets to go to training camp. I don't know if you can tell, but Gloria's a little salty about that. And the guy who everybody's trying to go see, he just got hurt this week in training camp. Anyways, so now Gloria has 2 seats, I have 2 seats. And so when we first started going, well, anyways, Gloria's friend has been going with us, Tannis. I guess she's my friend now too. And then I bring different people because my second seat was for my mom, but I lost her last year also. And so now I have a second seat. So I've been bringing like my nephew or nephews. I switch it up like different people, sometimes a friend from work, whatever. So one of my friends from work bought the seats next to me. And his wife also works with us. And so I know last year it was a big thing because he missed Christmas, right? She let him go to the game. So I was like, now I'm trying to find an extra ticket for the Dallas game because my cousin and her husband want to come, but I only have 1 ticket because Gloria's friend Tannis is going to be with us. So I was like, hey, Renato, what's up? You going to Christmas Eve? Man, I don't know, man. I'm trying to talk to her, man. But it's Christmas Eve. And last year she let me go to Christmas. So then I go to her. I was like, oh, I heard that you might not let Renato. She's like, it's Christmas Eve and the kids and the family, and we do stuff with our culture on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I was like, that's big.
Like, yeah, like I understand, if that's what you got to do for your family. Because I told Renato, let me get your tickets.
Ulterior motive.
I told Renato, let me get your tickets, bro. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna keep talking to her. I'm gonna see.
Renato, he loves his football.
He loves dogs. He loves going. He brings his little boy who's so cute. And every year you see him like growing in his understanding for the game.
Oh
and his,
my goodness. Now he's getting more because he was real quiet
but now he'll high five and everything. He's little. What do you think he is, like 6?
Yeah, he's probably about 6 now.
Probably about 6 now. Yeah. But he's been coming since he was little. He's got a daughter too, and he brought her. He was like, she got to go to the bathroom. She don't want to watch the game. She want to play with stuff. Renato is not about that business.
We're leaving her home.
Yeah, he leaves her home. And then his uncle got the seats on the other side of him. So it's a whole little family affair.
Then we have this guy that's like 4. He's on a different row, a different level, but he's in front of us. He has 2 little girls.
We have watched them grow
big
up.
Girls. They are teenagers now, probably getting ready to go to college or something.
Beautiful young ladies. They're so cute.
It's so funny. He gets up, he dances, and they just look at him
like you could tell, like complete embarrassment. Okay, I'm at the corner.
Really? That's my dad. Can he just sit down? Wait. He's the only one up dancing. Nobody else is dancing. Why is he up dancing?
Yeah, I did that right. Okay, then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Pull that. See, it's high. Save mine. Oh, I forgot. You gave me a new.
Yeah, until you pull it.
A new safety pin. What is it called again? The safety pin.
Stitch marker.
Stitch marker. For people like me who are fairly new,
feel bad when
it's called a stitch marker. It's like a little paper clip. Safety pin. and you put
Listen,
it, and then your thing don't come loose.
listen.
I just usually like pull a big old
Just
loop.
like I don't remember your game, you don't remember the stitch marker.
I'm trying to learn.
Difference. I'm trying to remember the game. You're the only person I talk to about that game, and I'm only in the car every 2 or 3 days, here and there. What?
I can only do one, two. CJ said that was it, just one. All right. How do I know if it's big enough?
Fold it in half.
I got a feeling it's not big enough, but I appreciate CJ's thoughts that maybe. How does
and
it
then
go?
put it on like you would be putting, because you're.
How I'm gonna put it on? Ain't no holes for the arms.
Yeah, it is. That's what these are. These are gonna be your holes for your arm.
So what you mean, like put my arm through it, or just put it over my shoulder?
No, because okay, when you put it on, this part is like the collar.
Okay.
And then that part would be down.
Okay.
So
this is the moment of truth. Either I'm getting there.
Yeah,
is this it?
Yeah. So your arms would.
Like, am I done?
No, you're not done.
But look, it's kind of hot.
Stand up.
Stand up. Let me think of Ludacris. So it's not coming around the side, right?
Because you got to have armholes. So it would be. That's how big it would be. That's how big it would be.
What does that mean?
Turn around.
Like,
now hold that.
I got a lot more to go.
Yeah, because it's like a baby thing on you right now. Look at. Can you see yourself? You see yourself?
Yeah. I just wanted it to be done, but it's not. Yeah, it's too short, I guess, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand. Like, I kept saying, how's a granny square gonna turn into a jacket? Like, I didn't understand.
Now you see.
Okay, but I'm getting that though. But I feel like I'm close, so maybe I don't
Yeah.
have to do 40. Let me count. Let me see how many I got right now.
Yeah, how many do you? I need to count mine. That must be at least 25.
And I count. Okay, let's see.
From the center.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Am I still on my same thing? Yeah, okay. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I don't understand which one it is. 29, so 30.
Oh.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the circle. Oh, 29. Okay, that's what it's, okay. I'm 29 rounds in, y'all. Going back in, son.
Oh my goodness. Let me see. I use those stitch markers to pin it together. Then I check the fit. House would sing where the sleeves are. Yeah. I say LGD. No, you didn't say. It's like a baby.
This how she do me all the time. It's like there's no physical abuse, but the emotional and mental abuse that I suffer at Gloria's hands.
There is no abuse.
And I keep running back to it. I keep running back to it. Since I was young. Since before I could drive a car.
And you could drive.
No.
No?
Not when I first met you. I was legit.
I don't even know how old you were.
I'm young yet.
Well,
I met you before.
Subtract 30.
You was married before Nia.
Subtract 30 from your age. That tells me how old you are. You were.
Yeah, I was in high school.
Yeah, because I came to your graduation. Nia was 2.
You came to my high school graduation?
Mm-hmm.
There's people in my family. Okay. Thank you for being there. Thank you for celebrating me. I remember you bought me that brown bag. When I told you I wore that on the hill with pride, walking across fam when I was in pharmacy school. Spoiler alert, I did not become a pharmacist. But anyways, when I was in pharmacy school,
And I don't know why you didn't do that, because you good with
after I
math
did my
and stuff.
internship with Walgreens, what I realized is I love the people and I did not
Like
appreciate the work.
Mhm.
Like I knew all them customer names.
Mhm.
I could talk to them. Like the little sly dude who was always getting this dude who was always coming there for his STD meds.
Mhm.
But he was like slick. Like he must have been at Century. I think he lived there because we had a lot of Century Village people.
Oh,
Even though we weren't the closest one, like people come to like we're the closest to the south end of Century Village, the one that I was working at. I was like, but you know what? Something to be said about that population because you know now the villages is like I think like the lead for the country in like STD cases and stuff.
because old people live longer now.
And clearly they ain't wrapping up. like, I'm like, what is going on with our retired population?
And Viagra, okay?
Man, we need to get it together. Man.
See,
What's going on with them?
we live in like
Living la
Woodstock.
vida loca.
They Woodstocking again.
Whew, 29
when I saw
rounds.
The thing about
Wait,
Woodstock,
hold on
I
one
was
second.
like,
So do
that
you
is
think I
so
really gonna have
good.
to go to 40? If that was 29, do you think I need like another 11 rounds?
I would think so, because you need room to put that thing on.
I'm gonna have to go buy some more because this thing is getting kind of hollow.
Yes, that may not make it to 40 rounds. I saw that look.
I wasn't hiding. May not make it to 40 rounds.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got multiple colors that I'm doing. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I want to. I don't want to do a lot of this lighter color because
the cream. It's pretty though. It looks good with the navy blue and orange. Show the people. It looks pretty with the navy blue and the burnt orange.
And
isn't that a cute color combo?
I told you I got this because Malika was wearing it. There's EJ.
EJ's daughter. You say, what did I walk into? Oh yeah. Girl, Broward County, born and raised, Keto. Is that rain?
Fireworks?
That might be. Is that rain or fireworks?
I think that's fireworks.
I love fireworks. Oh yeah, that sounds like fireworks. South Florida for no reason at all.
No reason.
Fireworks going on outside, like big ones. You can tell it's the big ones.
Maybe they had something like, well, I might as well use them now. You know how that is.
I don't even remember how we got to that conversation.
She did 44 rounds.
44?
Because you were talking about pharmacy.
CJ, do you do tight stitches like Gloria? Or kind of hold it up, hold it up, hold it up, hold up your corner, and I'm gonna hold up my corner so they can see the difference. Okay, it's opposite. Okay, stay there.
Oh yeah, yours is really big.
Really big, really? They got to be really big. They couldn't just be, oh yeah, yours are bigger than mine. CJ, your stitches tight or your stitches loose? Hey, Karen. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, Karen. Listen, I don't know why. I love.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
She my favorite dolphin fan.
Oh, speaking of, Renato told me that we should hit up that girl. What was her name? Allison? The girl who was like the fan of the year. Remember, she had her 2 kids with her and her husband, and she wore the different color hair.
I don't think her name is Allison.
It started with an A. Was it Allie?
That sounds more like it.
Anyways, he said that we should hit her up because she's like a real dolphin fan, that she reached out to people and told them if they weren't going to use their tickets to training camp to let her know, and then she's like getting them from them and then redistributing them to people who want to go.
We should
Because
reach
you know
out.
how like when you go
Hold
to
up,
training camp,
we
the
should reach
tickets
out.
will be gone, but it's like all
We
these
should reach
images
out to her for.
to get tickets to go like on Sunday.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. Let me ask her. You don't follow her?
Yes, I think. But I don't be on social media. I went on and followed her when we were on the cruise. Like, okay, here, let me follow you. But the end. I only go on there because some of the residents in my program, like, they'll lose their phones get turned off. But then when they have Wi-Fi, they'll be on their like on the apps, and so they'll communicate with me in the like in the DMs or whatever.
Okay, I need to.
It starts with an A. I know it starts with an A. Maybe it's Allie. I can't remember. Probably if you search like fan of the year or something like that.
I gotta search. Let's see what her real name is.
It starts with an A.
But I still need to know because if I'm gonna be, reaching out to her, I need to at least say,
Speaking of nothing
"Hey,
to do with Thomas, it was his birthday yesterday.
how is my friend?"
I guess he's okay. Yeah, in California, living his best life. It was his
No.
birthday yesterday, though. You want to say have a great year? Because summer babies are the best babies.
I know it's his birthday, but for some reason he must be off of off of Facebook because I didn't get that message. It's Thomas's birthday. I haven't seen anything from him.
I don't know. I ain't been on there. Faye told me today that she thinks she's gonna start managing my Facebook for me again because she's bothered.
Why she
I
bothered?
did go on there on my birthday. Jamila sent me a message and asked me to please go on there and look at her message to me on my birthday. So I did go on there on my birthday. It's falling. Sit here.
Okay, so tell
Dang, CJ
me.
said she do more like you, and she did 44.
Where's her
Okay.
name? Okay, here we go.
Oh, Doll Freaky, yeah, that's
Yeah,
what she
but
go
where's
by.
her name?
I don't know. It starts with an 8 though in real life. Click on
Hey,
something.
in real life.
Click on one of the. Click on one of her posts and see if she like says something. Like if somebody, like somebody comments using her real name. Like look at that one with her
There it is.
husband. Maybe somebody says
Allie.
Allie. Ah, that was my second guess. I said Allie. You always be doubting me. Stop doubting me. Have some confidence. You know I like people. I knew I knew that girl name.
Okay, now here it is.
Okay, hey y'all. So I'm not a coffee drinker like that, but I have the Starbucks app because when Starbucks app, I won't say when it first came out. I don't know when it first came out, but a couple years ago. What you looking for?
No, I was looking at what she
Oh,
wrote.
yeah. She says she crochets more like you.
Mm-hmm.
Womp womp. So a couple years ago, when I got the Starbucks app, it used to be different in terms of their giveaways. They used to give free apps. Like I got this really cool app on there. Like it would just be like, oh, here's your free download for the day. And they would give like music, like you could download certain songs. And so anyway, I got the Starbucks app years ago. I'm not a coffee drinker. My mother was a tea drinker. So I grew up with tea in the house and we drank tea. And I think it's probably like the island roots. Like we're not coffee people. So, but I have this app and every year Starbucks gives you a free thing on your birthday. I have never used it because I always forget. And they're not like, some companies it's like, oh, you have a week or you have to the end of the month or they give you a month from your birthday. Starbucks is like on your birthday, the end, period. So I was out of town in Arizona, like I was talking about, trying not to vaporize, and they had a Starbucks on site. Don't y'all know them people was like they can't honor no rewards or specials because they were like a franchise one? I said what? I just wanted my little green tea matcha situation.
You did use it once. We were together.
When?
We were together.
Oh, it was late night.
Yep,
It was right
yep,
before they closed. We
yep,
were in Boca.
yep.
What did we do?
I don't
Why
know
were
what
we
we
in
did.
Boca?
Mhm.
Mm. But anyway, I remember it was we ran into a plant, like we pulled
Yep.
up to I was driving. Okay, let me tell y'all Gloria other thing. Gloria don't like to drive nowhere. So if anybody is with her when she's going anywhere, you're the driver. That's the decision. No conversation has to be made. She will walk out to her car to the passenger seat. Just in case any of y'all ever end up in South Florida and y'all like, oh Gloria, let's get together. Let's go crochet and sip coffee. Like you driving. Just know that. You the guest, you from out of state. You driving. So, anyways, I was driving Gloria's car, and I remember like we pulled it up on the app. I'm like, is there one close by? Oh, we had went to Seasons 52 for dinner.
Oh, okay.
Because it's right across the street. We had
Yeah.
gone to Seasons 52 for dinner, and we ran. And I got in her car, and I yoked that thing into the parking lot so quick. Like they about to close. They about to close. I want my birthday drink. I forgot. So that is now you're correct. I did.
I've never heard that a French. I thought they all honored.
They said they don't honor rewards and like specials and stuff like that. But it was on property at the hotel. This is in
Well, I wonder
Arizona.
if the Starbucks in Target doesn't do it. And I
I don't
still don't
know.
understand why there's a Starbucks outside and a Starbucks
I think they
in
don't
Target.
because I feel like one time I had something like given to me in the app or something like that. I feel like somebody sent me something maybe and they couldn't pull it up or something. I feel like I tried the Starbucks
I
and the
know-
Target on
I know
Federal
with
on Federal Highway.
Verizon, they have
They
have stuff.
She said she think more like you. I used a 5 hook. What is this we using?
This is a 6. We're doing a 6.0.
Oh,
J-hook.
so that gives me hope.
Yeah.
That means that ours is bigger than what hers was because she did a smaller hook, right?
Yeah.
Okay, CJ. Okay. I'm back on the hook. No. She did 44 rounds with a 5.
You sure?
That's what I'm
Not her. I'm talking about the other Marion. Because why would we have a J hook?
Yeah, no, we using the hook that the lady made. This is the hook that the lady made.
What you saying for her?
I'm saying CJ, see right here, EJ's daughter asked her what the deal was, and is that a piano? EJ's daughter?
No, I think that's her name in there.
No, the picture. What is that?
No, I think her name is in there.
Oh. I was gonna say that's funny because Jamila's dad played the piano and his name is EJ. And she's
When
EJ's
the
daughter
first
too.
the first time her name popped up, I was
You
like,
thought
I
it
know
was
that ain't
Jamila?
Jamila. That can't be Jamila.
Oh, you made me think of my friend and her daddy. It was just his birthday the other day too. Happy heavenly birthday, Mr. Jones.
I think I still have Thomas's address. And not address, phone number.
Yeah, they changed. EJ's daughter, what's your little picture, your thumbnail, your profile picture? What is that? I can't tell what it is. It kind of looks like a piano. Oh, she says a sewing machine, knitting needle, and crochet hook with yarn. Dang! You just do it all then, huh, EJ daughter? Okay. One summer I did home ec. So I went to a performing arts middle school. So you didn't get to have your electives. So me and my bestie, we was like, we want to do home ec because like that's what we wanted to do as little 12, 13-year-old girls. I don't know. We want to, and we never could. So we went to summer school at Deerfield Middle. They this was back before the world was what it is now. And so you could go to summer school. They had school in the summer and we went to summer school and took home ec. It was so much fun. And that was the beginning and ending of my use of a sewing machine. But I felt very proud that summer because I made Brianna's parents these pillows. Both of them are a part of like he's a Kappa and she's a Delta. So both of their colors are red and white. And they had these kits that we could buy. And it was a kit that was like it was like red, white, these squares that you could and you sew them together and sew the back on and stuff it in the corner and then hand stitch your clothes. And I was so proud. Ask me if I could tell you the first step to anything with a sewing machine right now. That was it. Just that one summer. That was my only experience with like home ec. And we made some cookies from scratch. You couldn't tell me nothing. When I tell you I thought I was doing it, you couldn't tell me off ain't nothing. We was doing it. Baby, one summer of home ec, and we thought we was ready. We was ready to leave the household after one
I
summer of
had
home ec.
my mom bought me a sewing machine. She just knew I was going to be sewing. I couldn't
No,
stand
EJ's daughter
sewing.
said she got her. You do all of that on your channel? Like you do sewing and knitting and crocheting and stuff, all of that on your channel?
I was going to tell you something and it went right out of my head. Maybe it'll come back. Maybe it
Anyways,
won't.
the rude man at the Starbucks on the thing, that is the one. I will say this about Arizona.
Oh, I put lipstick on my thing. Glad it's mine.
Everybody that we ran across was nice except for this one man at Starbucks. And I'm not saying he's not nice because he wasn't gonna honor my birthday thing. He just had a way about him that was very kind of dismissive to my presence in the space anyway.
Mm,
Like he would, when I walked in, he was standing there talking to somebody for the longest, facing me. The other person had their back to me, they couldn't see me. He could see me. He just
mm,
cared less. He just kept talking to the coworker. And then when they finished talking, he walked over to go do something else and she turned around. I was like, oh, I didn't know you were there. Like, good morning, welcome to Starbucks. I was like, thank you for like acknowledging my presence. And she's like, I'm sorry. I said, no, that wasn't meant for you
mm.
because I'm silly. And so,
Meant for you
but
guys.
then she told me about the birthday thing, and he was like, yeah, so we can't take that. And so she was like, but we can choose to just honor you because today is your special day, and we can make a decision to just give you a drink. And I was like, that is very kind of you. Thank you. And so then she gave me a drink, and I bought a banana nut bread that I ended up not eating because I forgot I bought it. And I took it in the room and put it on the table. And then we had Chinese food that night. And then the plate went on top of it. And then the day that we was getting ready to move, and I'm checking everything to get ready. I was like, oh, I forgot I bought that. It was hard. It was like,
Oh.
yeah, it was like 3 or 4 days later. So the banana nut bread was going to waste. She said no tutorials, but I showed. Well, clearly this ain't a tutorial because all Gloria do is yell. She's not teaching me. She don't let me. Not really. Okay, she's my friend. I love her so much. She teaches me everything I know about crocheting. Gloria taught me,
Mm. And all the bad stuff she
and I
taught
don't know
herself.
much.
Anywho, back to brunch.
Brunch on Sunday. I'm not sure just because Faye's in town and
Okay.
we're supposed to be hanging for the birthday, and tomorrow they're throwing a surprise birthday party for one of the girls in my program, and I'm feeling guilty like I should go because she doesn't have many people to celebrate her.
Mm,
But my friends want to celebrate me for my birthday tomorrow, and so
mm,
I'm like struggling with that.
mm.
But I mean, I'm going to celebrate the young lady myself separately anyway because we just have a relationship like that, and I want to take her out and celebrate her. But I'm struggling with it because I feel like it's a selfish choice to not go to her thing, to go be with my friends. But I had a funeral tomorrow, so we can't do something early because it was
Oh,
like, oh, well,
wow.
maybe we could do brunch. But I had a funeral tomorrow.
And who passed away?
My friend at work, her father,
Oh,
so sweet. She's the sweetest, and he is the sweetest. He got sick, but it wasn't very long. He got sick, and then it was just like maybe 3 months, I think, and he was gone.
mm.
But she's so sweet. She's a strong believer, and she's very encouraged, and she did better than I did tonight at the wake. I won't lie to you. But then I was like, I don't know. It might be all day tomorrow because they Jamaican, and
Mm,
anybody from the islands or Latin countries, just services just be a long time. And I just don't know
mm,
if I can sit through it because I'm still a little like it's still hard for me. Like Andre knows her. Andre was like, we lost an aunt about a month ago, and we went to the viewing. And Andre was
mm,
like, nope, can't do this. And so he was like, he couldn't go tonight. Like it's still, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how the brain works because you think you're okay, and then something happens, and then grief overwhelms you again, and then you're not okay, and
mm.
it's weird how it all works.
It is no fun, no fun, no fun, no
It was so sweet. So I was like, he looking sharp in his suit, and she was like, that's the suit that he got married in to my mom, and I was like,
fun.
really?
Wow.
And he said he wanted to be she knew that he said he wanted to be buried in
Mm.
his suit so that when he saw his bride, she would see him and immediately, oh, okay, I gotta go. Immediately. I just thought it was like such a
That
sweet thought.
that is too sweet.
I
Too
mean,
sweet.
he was in his pajamas when he passed away. So if in theory it was like you, but I'm just saying, like it was just such a sweet
Mm,
thought. It was so much for me.
He loved his lady. That's important. That's very, very important.
Mhm.
Let me see. The fear. Oh, hand, orange, covering eyes. The fear what? Because
Probably
I don't
whatever we was talking
understand.
about back then.
I hate when it does that. I'm like, why?
Sorry, we didn't see it when you sent it, man. I don't need to know what you were talking about.
I'm like, why do they do that? Sometimes it'll show the actual,
Like emoji.
yeah, and then sometimes you
It
sort of
spells it out.
guess like, okay, hands over the eyes.
You know the one. You know the one with the hands over the eyes.
Oh my goodness. He's doggone technology.
Ever since we tried it on, y'all, I still haven't even finished one round yet. That was a long time ago that I tried this on. Gigi looked at you and said, see, that was a bully, like that. My response to the bully. You know, how you get scared of the bully, and you're like, okay, sorry, I won't say it again. That's what it was.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, you let me know. But anyway,
Well,
it's the Cuban place. It's
that you
Cuba,
and Tannis went to on
Cuba
Las
Libre,
Olas.
Cuban Libre, something like that. It's called.
Yeah, I used to like Mangoes. Mangoes was fun with the live music, with the Latin
Mm-hmm.
band and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember we took my dad there one time.
Really?
Yeah, I
Mm.
forgot about that. Oh, and I
Wow.
remember he said it was too loud.
Well, it looks nothing like mangoes anymore.
Was the food really good?
I loved it. I enjoyed my meal.
Do they have music there still? Do they do live
Most
music?
brunch.
Oh,
And the guy messed up on our on Tana's drink. I think I forgot what he brought her, but it's not what she wanted. And then he brought her another one, so she had two drinks.
she probably drank them both too, didn't she?
Scooped that ice out. She did. We had such a good time, but it was so funny because it was a meetup with you don't do meetup, but meetup is that group activity
That you where you
thing.
met her from?
Hmm. And she was sending me messages. I'm sitting there just kikiing with the girls and stuff. And
Is this another she wanted to leave? Like that time at your birthday? I'm gonna need her to not make that a habit. Okay, y'all, let me tell y'all my Gloria friend. I love her. I'm so entertained. And she is really sweet and she's really nice. But I think she has like a particular set or kind of people that she enjoy their company. So she does this thing where you'll be out somewhere with her. And then she'll just like text you like, I'm not feeling this and I'm about to go. And then she just like leave. And like she did that at Gloria birthday dinner. Like she was like, mm-mm. Some
but
people know what
well,
they like. They know what they like.
this
They know what they
one
don't like.
she did not like the host of the group,
Oh, okay.
and apparently they had she's had interactions with this lady before, and
Oh, like different people host it. I don't know
yeah,
how this group works.
yeah, they
Okay.
have different hosts. Like the
When you gonna host?
I'm never gonna host it. You have to buy. I think you have to buy into it, or I don't know how it really works. I don't care. I don't know. I met her at Top Golf,
Mhm.
and the guy that hosted that's the one that's been hosting a lot of them that we've gone to. But this one was a lady, and so she was sending me a text message. She was trying to tell me that she wanted to switch seats with me because she didn't look that sick. She was like, she came back and she's like, Gloria, Gloria, look at your phone. I looked at it, I read it. I said, oh, let's switch seats because I like to do people watching. So we switched seats.
What's really funny about this, y'all, is that Gloria don't like people. Like she's all super sweet and everything, right? I love her, right? So she likes people we like, but she's not like the people person because she's frustrated with like stupidity, and she's frustrated with like raises people, and she's frustrated. I mean, well, everybody is, I guess, and she's frustrated with like I don't know, young adults who are disrespectful. And she's for so she everybody get the side eye from Gloria. But she like meets somebody who is like also don't really like people. She does good with people who don't like people. Because my friend Aisha don't really do people. And then Aisha was like, oh yeah, I'm going over to Gloria's house because I'm like, what? You talking to somebody? Like, cause she don't like people and Gloria don't like people, but they like each other. Like it is the weirdest thing. I don't understand. Like,
I don't know why she says I don't like people.
do you like people?
Some people, yeah, some people no, just like you.
No, I pretty much like everybody. Name like 3 people who you think I don't like.
I don't know.
That are real life people.
I don't know everybody you know.
You've been with me since I was 15 years old, right? Through college, through all these multiple jobs and everything. Can you think of me ever talking about like I don't want to be around that person or I don't like that?
But see, that's not you. You would think it, but you may not verbalize it. Me, I'm gonna verbalize. My face gonna verbalize it.
It tells the business. Like my cousin Erica. Erica can't keep nothing. Forget a secret. Let her. When I tell you, it shows on her face. It said, I saw a shirt the other day. What did that one say? It's from the same people who said, I'm not the friend that you can answer on speakerphone. I was like, need to buy that for Celeste. And then, like, they had a shirt that said, gosh, what did it say? It said something about, like, I'm super respectful. Like, I want you to believe I'm super respectful, but my face told the truth or something like that. I was like, oh, I need to buy this for my cousin Erica. Like, she don't even recognize. I'm like, Erica, she's like, oh. Like, she don't even recognize. They're like, fix your face. Like, there are people like that, though. You know, I'm entertained by people who tell it on their face.
When I was in the Army, I never forget this captain told me I was insubordinate because I was giving her all kinds of looks. Whatever.
That's the problem right there, the whatever. See what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem.
Oh, I think Sheila said both of us are crazy. Ain't it funny?
Yep, Sheila, she could probably get a check. She could stay home. She could just get a crazy check. That's, you know, when I was younger, that's what people used to say when you're trying to say somebody is like had mental health issues. They would be like, oh, they could get a check. Like, remember that? Because it was like the quote unquote used to be called crazy check.
The crazy check.
Completely disrespectful like term. But when we were younger, I remember hearing adults say that all the time, like, oh, she could get a check. Gloria could get a check. I'm taking it back. I was joking. That's not true at all. It's not true at all.
I'm surprised. But if Andre had not said to me, because I was like, oh, I like her. Andre's like, you should get her number. Because other than that, I would never ask for.
My brother Andre also likes people.
Andre is a social butterfly, and I've never gone anywhere with him or her, and they didn't meet somebody that they knew.
I don't always meet people I know.
I haven't gone anywhere with either one of you. When we were on the cruise, what did you not know somebody on the cruise?
It was Andre's best friend. It was Andre's best friend from growing up. But that's real random. That is really random. He was our next door neighbor growing up. We're family. My brother married his sister. And he just happened to, him and, you know, the young lady he's currently with, they just happened to be on the same cruise with us. That was really odd, though, because it was an odd cruise that we were on already. We went on a cruise to support the Miami Dolphins Foundation, and it had like some of the Dolphin players and stuff was on there. He is not a Dolphins fan. He was not there for that purpose. And then it was like the MSC cruise line, which isn't big down here. Like, that's not a cruise line you hear a lot about. It was a new ship. It was going places that people don't usually go. And I was like, Jason? Like, I saw him from the back. Remember? I saw him from the back. He was on the phone. But you know how when you know somebody, you know them. It don't matter. Like, you see them and you know who they are. He used to be a part of the reasons I got spankings when I was a kid. Because Andre and Jason used to convince me to say and do things that like I wasn't supposed to. And then they would call my mom and be like, Adrian said that Adrian did. I have 4 older brothers, y'all. I used to be like dreaming, like, I just wish I had a sister. I just wish there was a girl. Like, I have 4 older brothers who also had lots of friends who were always at our house. Yep. So there was no support. I remember one of the worst spankings. I got the book Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Love the book. We had this big picture window in the front of our house. And my mom, she had closed in the garage, and it was just that huge window in the front where like a garage door would be. And the book was sitting in that window. My mama had told me, don't say the name of that book no more. Because I must have been at my age, I couldn't say it correctly. And so I was cursing. And I really don't remember that, but I remember Andre and Jason specifically, like, please, come on, just tell us the name of the book. What's the name of the book? I remember saying, and as soon as I said it, Mom, Adrian out here saying the name of the book. It's so mean. If you have a bunch of sons and like one daughter, I encourage you, just check in on them every now and again. Just see how they handling that. Just love on them a little bit. Take them out, when you're running the errand and you want to leave all the kids home. That's all I'm saying. Consider them. Just consider them.
Take the girl with you. Save her.
Just sometimes. Just sometimes. I understand everybody needs a piece of quiet. You need a moment away from your kid. I get it. Just sometimes. Sometimes think of her.
Yep, that's Andre.
We didn't have a car, so my mom couldn't take me with her. There was nowhere to go. Yeah, but that's what Andre and Jason did.
Andre always up to no good. Oh goodness.
Tonight they were asking for him at the wake, and I was just like, oh, he wished he could be here, but he couldn't. But he was like, I can't handle it. And it was a lady who used to work with us. She's like, oh, I miss Andre so much. Oh, he's so sweet. I was like, how do you pull the wool over all of y'all?
All of them.
Everybody. My brother got it. When I tell y'all, people just love him. He walks into a room, they just love him. You know how jobs sometimes make you do those tests, like the DISC test, like different personality tests or whatever. I can't remember the name of this particular one, but he scored the highest on something called woo. Like that you have a woo, like you can draw people in. And I was like,
I told Andre the first time I met Daryl, I told him, I said, Daryl has that something that brings women to him.
Yes.
He has that. I don't know what they call it.
Unfortunate for the women.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That like a charm or like
that pheromone. Is it pheromone?
I don't know.
It's something.
Like the Pied Piper. Just trick them into destruction.
Say, hey Daryl, and just blink their little eyes. Yeah, Andre's did his heebie-jeebies clear up completely?
Mm-mm. He stopped by my house this morning after dialysis, and he was still itching and scratching, and
Ooh.
he had me like I felt like his like chest area here is like it feels like a breastplate. Like it really the skin is like so tough and stuff from it now. My brother broke out in hives, completely covered from like head to toes. No idea why. They don't know if it was something he ate, if it was a medication, because it was like one of those where he traveled for the weekend, so he was in a different environment. He helped them clear out stuff in the backyard. He has medical issues, so he's on meds. Like,
what kind of
could have been what he ate.
had.
They have no idea what caused it, but I had never seen anything like that before.
He might have to go and see Dr. Pimple Popper.
Man, that show be entertaining me so much.
I can't even watch it, and I don't have a channel anymore, and I don't miss it at all.
Then I got caught up watching those people. They got like those
Not
doctors who do the feet. Yes,
it
was somebody from Deerfield on there.
Ooh.
There was a guy from Deerfield on there. I was like, oh, you from our
I think
little
I watched
city?
one episode of that, and the person had like a heel on
that
their
was that
foot.
thick, and then they scrape it off with the scalpel.
My goodness, I was like, but those
I get
people
so
have
into that stuff.
gotten to those extremes.
Some of them. We watched one the other day, and the guy, it had only been like a little over a year that he had his issue.
That's a long time.
Well, but it was small, and then the thing is that a lot of them have seen another doctor before who says, "Oh, it'll go away," and so they believe them. Like I always tell like when I don't want to listen to the doctor, like when they told me stop eating sugar, I was like, man, whatever. But then I was like, I spent 0 days in anybody's medical school for me to know, like. what is the best choice in this situation. Let me like at least listen to the people initially and do some research. And I was like, oh, maybe I should stop eating sugar. I'm
I wish I would.
pre-diabetic. I'm a thick chick. Like it's probably a good idea if I slow down on eating desserts before meals.
Mhm.
I mean, that really took no thought. Like that's common knowledge, but I had to convince myself because that's just not the way that I live.
I don't know this man, Miguel. Oh, Caber. Is he the guy that was in the what do you call it? What are the baseball players' big thing
He's
called?
retiring.
But was he the one that was in the World Series? Was he one of the players during the World
I
Series?
don't remember. I
No,
think so.
because
He's been a
who?
Marlin for a
Because
minute,
if
and they
he,
kept trading everybody else away, and he's been there.
oh no, it's not him then. Because whoever this guy I'm thinking of, they traded him after they won the.
Oh, maybe that is him. Don't make me lie. I
Okay.
haven't done good lately with the Marlins. They've been frustrating, and I
Oh,
wanted it to
she's
go so
gone.
well because the lady did so. We finally had a lady
Are you going on the first?
on the first. I was talking about Sunday, the 31st.
No, I'm saying, do you have tickets? Are you going on the
Oh,
first?
I have tickets for the first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell her the tickets for that Sunday were all gone. The tickets for the 31st were all gone by the time we logged on. Y'all, I still didn't finish a whole round yet since the try on.
Stop it.
I did it. You talking about stop it? I'm still going. I still didn't connect the corner again. Gloria picked this up in 3 minutes. Be past me. This green really is pretty though.
What's your boss's name?
Ken.
Ken. Tell Ken you need to hang out with me on my birthday. Just tell him that.
Ken was he just came back from so he really was off for 3 weeks, but he keeps telling people no, it was just 2 weeks. Okay. So the week of 4th of July, 4th of July was on the Tuesday, right?
Mhm.
So we get the Tuesday off for 4th of July. I work for a foster care agency. May is National Foster Care Month. We all put in a lot of work. Some of us more than others, but anyways, to try to recruit foster parents to work with our foster. It was just a lot. It was a lot in May. We had events for our foster families, picnics to celebrate, all kinds of stuff. So they said they sent out an email the Friday before, no, like the Thursday before, the Wednesday before. I think it was the Wednesday before 4th of July, and said, hey guys, we are so grateful for how much everybody put in for the month of May, for how hard you worked. We're going to give you that Monday off, July 3rd, to make it like a long weekend. So we got July 3rd and July 4th off. Okay. Ken came to work. So we off the Monday, July 3rd. We off the Tuesday, July 4th. Kim came to work July 5th, that Wednesday. Now, our workday is set up such that the first 2.5 hours, like the first 2 hours of the workday, we're not working on Wednesdays. We do a devotion as a staff, right? So we come in, we do praise and worship, we do a devotion. Somebody comes and encourages us in our work, all this other kind of stuff. And then Wednesdays ends up being like a busy day because people from our other locations, we got like 4 offices now, 5 offices. People from the other offices come on Wednesday mornings. So it's Adrienne and EJ's daughter. I feel like you're trying to say something about the way I'm crocheting. Like I must be a beginner. She started teaching me when I was in college. But I'm not consistent and I'm not good. It is a very stressful thing for me to crochet because I'm not good at it. And people are like, oh, it's so relaxing. And it's super stressful. That's why I only make baby blankets because I need small projects. And that be taking me like their whole pregnancy. And a lot of times I don't finish it or I don't finish it before the baby comes. So no, she didn't start teaching me tonight. We started on this project a month ago. Was it
Mhm.
a month ago? We came on here and I did live with her, and she taught me how to do. Hold on, let me remember what it's called. An invisible circle. What is it called? An invisible.
No,
No,
magic.
magic. I was close. It's like the same family. So she taught me how to do a magic circle. Because the girl whose pattern this is, what's her name again?
Marion.
Marion in I think is she Nigerian? Was she in Nigeria or Kenya?
She's one of the African ladies that I follow.
Okay, so Marion started off with she chained 6, was it? She didn't do it the way we did it. She did like a chain and then she made the circle and then she did it. But Gloria taught me how to do the magic circle. So that's why we got this string happening, right there. That's a magic circle in the center. And then it was a setup for failure because this is what this is what so we're watching her thing. So what we were doing was watching it and then we would pause it. So then she's like, okay, do this. So then we did the first round and she's like, okay, do this. And then I'm like, wait a minute. By the time we got to like round 5, I'm like, are we just doing a granny square? And then Gloria, who knows yes, it's just a girl. I said, well, why are we watching the video? We just need to see how long to do the granny square. So then she said she did the granny square for 40 rounds, and I'm still at 29 and like a quarter of rounds. And it's not big enough, and I still have to keep going. And the goal, EJ's daughter, was to get it done by the game in September. So that gives me another month, which in theory, there's a possibility that I can make this happen.
Yeah.
And I think I am, because I think things are not necessarily going to slow down at work, but I won't have as many late days at work in the weeks to come, like in the month of August. So I think I can do this. But it takes me a long time. You see how she looks like, and I'm over here like pulling, taking it loose again, pull it tight. Wait, that looks like, girl.
That's because I crochet every day.
Yeah, I know. And this was the first time I picked up something to crochet since the last thing I made was when Amos was born, Keisha's son, and she got a daughter now. I think he's like 3.
She said she thought you just to learn. See?
To just be learning tonight. So now knowing that I've been doing this for at least 20 years, how do you feel? Oh my God. Anyways, Ken only worked for part of that Wednesday. Then he was off that Thursday, Friday, and off the 2 weeks following. And go keep telling everybody he only took 2 weeks off. I said, Ken, that was 3 weeks off. You worked one day. That's 3 weeks off. But he didn't go find no bears this year, so I'm really happy. My boss makes me very nervous because every year he misses my birthday because every summer around my birthday he ends up going hiking and stuff, and he always comes back with stories about bears and stuff. And he's not making it up. He's hilarious. Like he's like, no, it's not scary. And I put the food up in the tree, but my son didn't tie it up, and then the bear came into camp. I'm like, what? Why? Why? So
I saw something on the news and I caught
he's a Ravens fan.
But
and an Orioles fan.
The bear ripped these people's car to shreds. It looked like it had been in an accident. It was so beat up.
They had left food in the car?
Yes. Don't people
What did somebody just tell me a bear did the other day and they had me like, was it swimming in the pool? It was somebody just told me about a bear. I've seen them in the pool
before too.
They tell me the bear was doing.
If it gets hot enough,
it was something that caught me off guard, and I was like, "Wait, what?" And it was like, "Yeah." Let me see if I can figure this out.
Those bears don't play. I don't even want to be hanging out. When Doris and I went to South Africa, there were baboons.
Like that sounds scary.
And they tell you don't look them directly in the eye because then they feel challenged.
I hope you didn't.
No, they got the side eye all day long.
Girl, look at this. California homeowner catches mama bear and her cub taking a dip in their hot tub. That was yesterday.
It was hot. The bear said, "Oh, cool. Let's cool off." When are you launching your own channel, Auntie?
Who, me?
Yes.
To do what?
Talk about all your adventures. Sound like people in Colorado where I live, bears do that all the time here. Bears be bearing. That's what they do.
I'm not with it. I can't be around them. I went to my favorite field trip, I
I want
think.
to go. Where are you in Colorado? I want to go to Colorado because when I see the pictures, I watch a lot of crime shows. Y'all have a lot of crime in Colorado. Just saying. But when
Oh,
they,
because in South Florida we don't.
I know, but but we don't get on television like these other places
Are
do.
you kidding
No,
me?
I'm talking about Dateline, 2020, those
Oh,
shows.
because they don't want to waste energy on us because they know it
No,
ain't
we,
never
we know
foolishness.
we on local news all the time, and every now and again we get the national news for foolishness. But I'm saying these kinds of crimes. But when they show that big, beautiful mountain
No.
with the snow cap, I was like,
I'm going to
"Woo!"
Colorado in August.
Oh, next August or this August?
Oh, I guess that's going to be soon. Yeah, this August. It's a conference.
Ooh, take pictures.
I am. I'm very excited. We're going to be in Denver, but we probably won't do much because it's for the job. So it's like during the conference. Okay, here's another story about my boss. So most people like he's not going to the conference this year. Now, a couple of years ago, I did this conference for the first time, and this work that I'm doing now is it's fairly new to me in terms of professional life. And so I went to San Antonio and we took three of our residents and it was three of the staff. We go to this conference. It was such a great time. It was great for them to like get introduced to some things. Like it was great. Right. So been excited. Budget wise, it just didn't work out for us to go for the next couple of years. So now we get to go this year and we're going to Denver. And here's my concern. Weed is legal there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking my kids from my program. And my boss, I've never been. My boss says, maybe you can tell me if this is true or not. EJ's daughter, but my boss says that when you step off the plane, you can smell it in the air. He was like, and we're gonna be in downtown.
Well, it
And I'm
was growing.
so concerned with like I
But
want to
but
trust
they
them.
have
I
a
don't want to have to like make sure they're not sneaking out of the hotel to go buy stuff, because on the where the
because you can
downtown
buy the edibles and all kinds of
I
stuff.
know I'm so
Well, how many
and I don't
children
want
you
none of them.
taking with
I'm
you?
taking 4.
Ooh,
And
by
he's not
yourself?
coming. No, my case manager just basically my case manager is coming with me, but she's 22.
Oh Lord.
Like, yeah. So I'm
Mm,
like,
mm, mm.
mm.
But there's a week. Well,
She
I'm
said, don't go hiking. You ain't gotta worry about it. Not on my list of things to do, EJ's daughter.
there's a there there's some place down in South Miami that they were growing marijuana, and the stench of it was so pungent. People were complaining about it.
And they found it. Or was
No,
it
no,
for one of
no.
these like one
It's
of the
for
legal farms?
yeah, yeah. It's for now you can buy it because it's a
Yeah.
medicinal. No, 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 no. It's still drugs.
I don't look, I don't know.
EJ said, "Yes, it is."
You can tell sometimes downtown the smell will be there. See? And I'm like, oh, I'm so
Just think you at a
nervous.
concert, girl.
No, it's
Smelling it
not. I
all the
don't care
time.
about that. I'm
You care
concerned
about those
about the
children.
residents. Like, I'm hoping they don't just Google Denver before we go and find out. Like, I just hope they don't know. And I told him, but here's the deal. So this is what this man told me. So Ken is from Baltimore. He is a Ravens fan and an Orioles fan, but as a child, for whatever reason, he saw the jerseys for the Denver basketball team, and he liked it. And as a kid, different things make you like stuff. So then he was like, I think I like Denver. I would like that city, and I like that team. So Denver has always been his like backup. Like he likes Denver, so he likes the Broncos. So this is my boss talking to me about going to this conference, and he was like, "Oh, you should check out the training camp schedule and see if training camp is going to be there while you're there. You can go to training camp, sir. Do you want me to go to training camp or do you want me to go to the conference?"
So when is the conference?
It's they have an away game that week. They're not gonna have. Oh, Thomas texts me. That's so funny. Hold on.
Did you text me back?
I don't know.
Let me see. Yep, he said, "Thanks, Gloria."
It is August. I think it's the 19th. Yes, the 19th. And I was like, Ken, I don't know if I can go if we don't have an away game, but we do. We have an away game against Houston. But because I won't fly back in until that night.
Mhm.
So EJ's daughter, if you see me in them streets, I'm gonna be in Denver, from the 16th to the 19th. So don't say I didn't tell you I was coming. You know how when you be out of town and your friends, you be like, you ain't even tell me you was gonna be in town. I didn't think I would have time to see you, but you should at least tell me you was gonna be in town. This is me
They
letting you know I'm gonna be in town.
they may be having a training camp scrimmage game.
They not. They having a way. I looked it up.
Not us, them.
I looked it
Oh, that's
up.
theirs. Oh,
No,
that's their
no. We're
schedule.
playing Houston away. I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing one of our preseason games. We have a game that Saturday against Houston away. I looked up Denver Broncos.
Okay.
They have an away game as well.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So I mean, because he said nothing but a word. So I would have left the kids right there in that hotel for the conference and went
to the picture and send it to Tanny's talking about I want to see Sierra's fine husband. When she said Denver, I was like, I totally forgot the man was in Denver. They sucked so bad
over there. I know that was terrible. I was kind of sad for him. I mean, not that I wanted Denver to win because then that gives my boss more bragging rights.
Did you see how much Hubert is getting?
Herbert,
yeah.
Why you always? She always make up names for people. I don't know if y'all noticed tonight. I seen her reading stuff, and I'm like, that's not what they say. Like, did y'all notice she be saying y'all name wrong sometimes? Like, she make up names. Don't take it personal.
I tell them all the time. I don't remember names. It takes me a while to remember people's names. I usually say, "What's your name?" Because a lot of people like EJ's daughter. She uses that, but that's not her name. What are you reading?
I was reading Brianna doing the black thing where she's like, her one friend live in Aurora. Do you happen to know her? You know how black people like, oh, my friend from Texas. Oh, do they know such and such? Like in all of Texas. That was funny, Brianna. That was funny.
Whose name did I say wrong? I don't remember saying anybody's name wrong.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I remember. Tim. There's only 8 people here, so I couldn't say it all.
You call Kita Kit.
It's Kita.
Yeah, you just said Kit.
I thought I said Kita. No?
I don't think so. And then you said something else. EJ's daughter, you just keep calling her EJ. It's EJ's daughter.
I don't think she's offended if I drop it. Like nobody says, "Hey, Gigi, the crochet queen," do they? Do they?
I mean,
okay,
no.
Okay, all right.
Because you Gloria.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
But
like EJ's daughter is like not a name. Like she don't want you to know her name, but she says she EJ's daughter. So
Brianna, come get your aunt.
Brianna's smart. She might know her people.
She says that's fine. Not offended. Her name is Rochelle. Okay.
It's good to be not offended. My friend Brant wrote a book called Unoffendable and talked about how like we shouldn't be offended and how if you're a believer, you don't have a right to be offended. I was offended by some of the things I read in that book. And I was like, well, Brent, my feelings are hurt. Whoop, whoop. Get your life together, Adrienne. Clearly. Clearly, you need to do better.
Oh, my goodness. Have I gotten around to another corner? Yeah.
Have I got around to another corner? That was, Adrienne, you still ain't at the corner yet. That's what that was.
Y'all don't know how to decipher. I gotta, okay, when I finish this corner, I gotta count because I haven't even counted to know.
But Gloria is doing so many projects. Y'all, I walked in her house. Is one hat sitting upside down that she working on, that she making for the dentist or somebody. Then there's another hat that she just finished for her to wear to the Dolphin games that makes space for her locks to come out the top. Then what else you finished? The doll. I seen the doll out there.
Yeah, I got to put it together.
Doll. Yeah. Then she doing all these other projects while I'm still around here playing with this.
That's because I can't just do an oh my goodness. Renee told me, she's like, you have to finish projects before you start anymore. I said, I know, but it's just so hard for me to just work on one thing. So when I started, that top was not a part of what I should have been doing, but I started it and I said, oh, this working on one thing kind of works. Because
But don't it make
otherwise,
you feel good when like you finish it?
I'm almost finished. Tomorrow I should be finished with it. I say, oh, okay, this does kind of work. Did I show
Sometimes
you?
you gotta listen to wisdom. Thank you, Renee,
Thank you, Renee.
for speaking wise
But
words to
it
my
doesn't
friend,
matter
trying to
because
encourage her.
those two hats I shouldn't have started because I already got 12 other things to do. The cardigan I shouldn't have started because I already had 12 other things to do. But I just and I see so many projects like, ooh, I want to do that. So what I started doing is I said I just need to write down the next thing I want to do when I finish some of this.
Do
This is
y'all work on one project at a time, or y'all do multiple things?
see this little kitty here. I
What
gave
is
it.
that?
It's a
Oh, is that like
card
a
holder.
clutch?
It's a card
Oh, it's
holder.
smaller. Okay.
Hmm.
I can't, I'm not good with space and distance. So
Yeah,
like looking at that, I just see
yeah,
the
it's a
shape. I
little
can't
card
tell how
holder.
big it is. That's cute. Now what you need to do for that is get that stuff that you can put inside so that people can't read your cards through your purse and stuff.
I'm not doing all that. I gave it to her. She said she liked the color. I said here,
That's cute.
but
You gave it to
I
who?
Nia, but I put a
That's
snap in
cute. You
there,
put the
a
little
magnetic
thing.
snap in there. Yeah,
Oh,
I said
I
let me
like
make
that.
some use
Now
of
see,
this.
that's something that I can make for friends. Like I
Hmm.
have friends that get frustrated that I don't make something for them. Like one of my friends, she go through my crochet books and she like draw circles around what she want. She tell me what colors. It's like a game. That's my other friend who's EJ's daughter as well. And ever since college, she been doing that. Well, maybe some socks. Like I don't know how to do that.
Well,
Like
socks,
talk to Gloria.
you got to get that yarn. I
Mhm.
see people that actually use 4-weight yarn trying to do
She said she
socks.
get bored and put them down and start something else.
Oh, see, that's how I
I
am.
don't get bored. What happens
I
is
don't
I
get
start
bored
baby
with them.
blankets.
I get tired of looking at the same colors. So then I'll go on and do something else, or I get tired of doing whatever stitch it
But do
is.
you go back and finish it?
I have 12 things that I have not finished that I started last year.
Uh-oh. Rochelle, is is your completion rate a little better than that? Do you go back and finish yours when you put them down when you get bored?
Oh, they get finished. It just don't get finished when they should have been finished. Like my round cardigan, I want to finish that, but I keep starting other stuff.
Is that this what we talking about? What you doing right now?
No, it's
That's a
another one.
different cardigan? You would think we live somewhere cold. I am making all these cardigans.
Because I like them. I've got to wear them once or twice a year.
It's a lot of work to be wearing once. Who am I talking to? I'm talking about wearing this game.
And it's gonna be smoking hot.
I'm gonna probably take this into the office though, because my office be freezing. We operate in excellence in a whole lot of ways. The one place we don't is figuring out how to make the AC right all over the same building.
Mm-mm.
Like it's like freezing in there now, and I think it's because one area of the office was always warm, so they didn't put it down so that they comfortable. But now the rest of us living in an igloo. I don't know how to do it tight like you. Like, how do you do it tight? Like, maybe I need a smaller needle to make mine tight. Maybe my hand don't know how to make it tight. You know what I was gonna
Oh
start
yeah,
doing?
28.
I was about to be like 17, 18, 19, like, throw you off.
Throw
When
me
you're a
off.
kid
Throw me
and
off.
somebody counting something and you
Mhm.
just start counting other numbers. But what she was
It's
saying,
only
and I can only work on one
28.
project at a time because I want to see my project when it's finished, and then I start on another crochet project.
Oh,
Okay,
you're
Sheila.
good. I can. It's just like, you know,
Look, be like EJ. She said her goal is to finish her projects by the end of December. You should do
that's my goal. Every time I start one, that's my goal.
that. Stop starting them. Start finishing them.
I actually
You
wrote
too,
them.
Rochelle.
I
Start
actually
finishing some.
wrote all of the ones. I wrote all the ones down that I have. I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you.
You wrote it
And
down so you could like
so I
see.
can, yeah, and all those bags you see out there, those are all projects in those bags.
Okay, while she out the room, y'all tell me anything y'all want to know about Gloria. Y'all know one time what she did? Gloria made she follows directions really well. She's a good cook. She made a flan, but she refused to eat it. It was so delicious. I was so happy as her friend. I ate so much flan for like the next week and a half. It was so good. And she didn't like it. She didn't want to eat the flan. It was delicious. She don't like custardy things.
See, this hat was not on my.
I told
my
them about
list.
when you made the flan and you wouldn't eat it, and then I got to eat a lot of
Oh
flan.
no, I eat that stuff. See, this is my messy bond bucket hat that I made for the dolphins. Now I probably won't get to wear it because it's 90 degrees outside. But I figure if I take all these rubber bands and my locks, then I can pull my locks up into them. That was not on my list. I just made it. I was like, oh my goodness, it's training camp. Let me do this. Okay.
I'm still on the same round. I'm turning the corner. I'm still not back to the corner where I connect yet.
Okay, so let me
Exactly, Brianna. High five.
let me tell you. This is as of July 22nd. This is what I had. This is what I have still.
I was gonna say that was only like 5 days ago, so
Yeah.
you probably still got
Yeah.
all the projects.
So I have the doll that Anika is doing a class. So that doll that's on the table, that's for her class.
Did you figure out the lips? Wasn't it like you were trying to do some different lips now?
Yeah, I did them. I still don't like them, but they still cute to me.
Okay.
You look at her again.
Okay.
So
She likes Anika's dolls. I don't know if y'all know Anika. Check her out. Her dolls are cute.
everybody knows that if you do
How long have
dolls,
I known Gloria? So Gloria used to work in the hospital. Gloria's a nurse by trade, and she worked in the hospital with my brother Andre, who is a nut, who we was talking about earlier, that he tricks everybody and everybody loves him. And I was in high school when I met her. How did you say, how many years? What did you say, figure out?
30.
So 30 years ago. So I just turned 45. So I was 15. So like for 30 years, I've known her. But I was a kid and pretty dismissed, like kids are in most adult settings. But then when I went to college, she got me like this really nice, what's that called? Like an attaché case. She got me a really nice like briefcase, and she made me Andre, I guess, commissioned her to make me an orange and green blanket because I went to FAM, which sits on the highest of 7 hills in Tallahassee, Florida. And it was beautiful. I love that blanket. And I still have it. It's just packed away. Because when I came back to South Florida, I was like, my people gonna destroy this. No. So it's packed away. But yeah, but then we started talking and hanging out independently at some point of my brother, who is very offended by that. Oh, he stole my best friend. You try to steal my best friend. I'm like, y'all still friends. What do you mean? Like, y'all, like, I'm just also an adult and her friend now. Like, that's it. So yeah, Gloria's been around a long time. And it's not just me. Gloria is in the family group chat. Like, like everybody knows Gloria. We all hang out, we do stuff together.
Okay. So here's my list.
Go ahead.
So the doll with Anika, hopefully tomorrow it might be finished. And then I have another doll because I was doing her classes, so I was doing heads and never did the bodies for them.
Like she didn't teach it, or you just was
No, I
like
just
bump the
never got
body?
around to it because I would watch her class and stuff, and I'm like, man, and she doesn't write patterns. First of all, I had to learn how she writes patterns to even understand, and then I would watch the class. So I have because she does all her classes on Facebook, so I'm in all of those groups, so I can always go back and look at them again.
You should go back and write it. Like just listen and write the directions.
No. She sends it out.
Oh,
each week.
Oh, I thought you said she didn't write patterns.
No, I said she doesn't write them like I would write a pattern. Okay. So I had to understand how she writes patterns. So I went through I was like, what's this head for? What's that head for? So
I had them doll heads. You know how creepy that is? You know that commercial when that man bought a new house and he walk into the attic?
Yeah.
And they see he be like, nope. He just like walk out. That's what I would think of. Like if I looks and I found, man, this is a whole bunch of like doll heads. Like that is so creepy.
No,
it's creepy.
Listen, the Miss Paris, she used to be a doll head.
Who is Paris?
You didn't see my doll Paris?
I'm sorry, do I know your doll's names? Have we met? Do y'all know Paris? Like
you walk right past her.
How am I supposed to know who she is? All right, Paris. I don't know dog names.
See Paris?
Oh, because of her hat?
Yeah.
Well, how am I supposed to know that she Paris?
And I bought some little letters. I'm gonna give her a bracelet with Paris on it. So this is my little Paris. She used to be just a head. Now she got a whole body, hat, hair, and all. Okay.
The head would have freaked me out. FYI. Did she have eyes on her when she was just a head?
Let me see. Let me look at her eyes.
Because them eyes would have freaked me out.
Yep, she had those. Yep, she was just a head, and I was like, "What am I supposed to do with you?"
You didn't remember what pattern she went to?
Nope. So I just made her some arms and some legs, and because she was head, and there was arms, and I don't know if the legs were. Yeah, I think the legs had been finished, so I had to make a body for her. Anywho, she's done now.
I'm entertained by her bang. They kind of look like baby hairs. like I want some gel, and I can just like sweep those to the side, like kind of look like baby hairs. I'm just saying.
So anywho,
not Jake from State Farm. Exactly.
So I found her, and then I found another head. So she did I think that head. No, I just have the head. I'm gonna put a body to it. But
But you really like making the dolls. I feel like you would finish the doll.
But dolls take a while, okay? They take a lot more than doing this here.
No. First of all, the fact that you're trying to minimize what I'm working on, they take more than doing this here.
No, because this is the legs, arms, face, all that. Anywho.
Well, you do a good job. It's worth the effort.
So I found this other head, and I paid for Anika's one of her hair class because I wanted to know how she did cornrows. So this doll's gonna have cornrows.
Can't just like make a braid with some yarn and then just like stitch it down or something?
No, she actually crochets the cornrows.
That's gotta be interesting. How does it look? You got a picture of that?
I can show you her class.
Show me that. Let me see how she. I mean, I'm not gonna do it. I just want to see how the cornrows look. I know better than to even play that game with myself.
And I was like, oh, I gotta figure. Somebody had posted one of their dolls from her class or something, but they did cornrows, and I mean, they were jazzy cornrows, just jazzy. I was like, how did she do that?
Did she had like some Fulani braids or something?
Who?
Fulani braids.
I don't know what.
Okay, never mind. It's gonna be too much to explain.
Please, just keep that on over there, cause I don't know what you talking about. I don't do that.
I don't want some, but I don't want to pay their prices for it.
I was halfway watching. I said, "Oh, let me watch. What's her name? Issa Rae's show.
Which one?
The first one that she
Insecure.
Insecure, yeah. And I was watching. I said, "Okay, I understand why I couldn't get into this." First,
you just got to get kind of past like.
I can't get past all that.
Yeah, I liked it a lot, but you know, my language doesn't look like their language, so I just had to get past like the first season. Then I was like,
and that was the problem. I was like, first of all, I don't understand a lot.
But I'm like that with a lot of
saying.
shows. Like I really like this one show. It's not my type of show, and I watched it. I have a problem with completing things. So even when I don't like it, like I just got to know what happened though. So I watch it. So I had seen this guy be interviewed on, I think Jimmy Kimmel one night. It was one of the shows. He was being interviewed, and I know him from something. I just can't place it. But he talks about this show, and they talked about how like well written it was. They talked about how like there's nothing like it on TV. They were saying all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna catch that show. But it was an HBO show, so I didn't have HBO at the time. But then AT&T gave me HBO. And oh, come on, what's this girl name? Anika? Come on, Anika, come through, cornrows. That's cute. Show them. We can't be talking about stuff in that. Show them. Hold on. Look at the cornrows. She better come through.
But anyway, there was a girl who I was like, ooh, how did she do that?
On the show?
She, you know, because people post all the time
No, but
their
you was talking
dolls.
about Insecure. Were you
Oh, the
saying?
reason I couldn't watch it is because first of all, I don't like all that. You
No,
know,
I thought you were talking about it because you was going to talk about somebody's hair on there because we was talking about the doll's hair. Or was that just a random
it was
conversation?
just random
Oh,
conversation
okay. I'm sorry. I was trying to find the tie-in. Okay, but go ahead. So you decided not to watch it.
because I didn't understand. I said a lot of stuff. First of all, I could not connect with them. They're too young for me, and I was like, I don't know what they're talking about.
Too young.
It's a whole total different language of words they threw. This one guy was talking to somebody on the phone. I was like, what the hell are they talking about? I don't even understand what they're talking about. So I said, let me just let that. Just like the other one I tried to watch because I liked the fashion. It was so gory. I just could not. Outlander, I couldn't.
I never heard of that.
Oh, I wanted to. No. I said, I'm a nurse. I think I've lost my nursing skills. This stuff is bothering me. Ugh. Anywho, okay, so then the cornrow doll, then the other doll that I'm
Right? It
doing
was cute.
from the Arab channel. So that's 3 dolls. I'm doing a
Oh,
whole
wait. The lady from the Arab channel. That's the one you like, the way she does the lips.
like the way she does the lips. I like the way she does. She does things so different. Um, like even the way she puts because she's the one that uses electrical cording. She's like, oh, you can get this because I put it in English, and she's like, oh, you can get this from anywhere. I'm like, that's probably in your country. Ain't no electrician giving up the electrical cording over here.
I mean, you can probably get it from like Home Depot or something.
It's very expensive. I would
Really?
not be doing that. But Anika was
Did
doing
you
a
look
doll
for it
that
on
she was doing.
Amazon?
I ain't buying that stuff. I'm not buying stuff that I know I'm gonna be like, okay, am I really gonna use this on a regular day? No. But Anika was doing her other doll that I was watching with
Take it.
oh, what's this stuff called? Pipe cleaners. And I have
Mhm.
plenty of that in here. So anyway, so I'm doing a halter top for me. I'm doing a halter top for Nia. I found one of my bunnies that I hadn't finished, so I need to finish that.
That was a while back. That was before you was doing dolls even. That bunny.
I've done the dolls. The bunny was in between.
Oh, I
The
thought the
bunnies
bunnies
was
was
last.
early.
No. That was no. I did dolls last year. Girl, I got a whole thing of dolls in there.
I felt like you was doing
Those
the little
those were.
animals a long time ago because I remember that tiger.
Oh yeah, I've done those little things, but the dolls, I was trying them last year. The wallet I finished. I can cross that off. Then I added the dolphins cardigan and the hoodie that I'm doing now. The round
What
cardigan.
hoodie?
That's what that top is. I'm going to do a hoodie for it.
Okay.
That's the one Malika had on from Good Trouble.
Okay. Yeah.
Then the round cardigan, a gold top.
So EJ, when you say you put down projects and you don't finish them, is your list long like this? Like she just had the gold top, like she don't even
Oh, I
remember
know what the gold
the
top
item that
is.
she started and didn't finish
I know that gold top. And
after
then
some thought.
I have a gray hoodie that I also started. And then way back last year, I did a crochet along for this spiral purse.
How you gonna do a crochet along and then not finish it? Like the whole point is to be doing it together, right?
Well, you had to make 13 of the spiral squares first. So we weren't going to do that in an hour or two. But 2 or 3 of the
Clearly, I don't know how
ladies,
crochet alongs even work.
well, that's what you usually do. But we just showed that.
She said longer.
Oh, yeah. See, my list can be, I'm sure, but this was from July, but from the 22nd. But in the meantime, I made this hat. I'm working on another hat out there. Am
I
I
saw like
working
the
on
blue
any of
one.
these?
So make a choice to work on some of them, so you
I
can cross
did
something else off the list.
that's how I got that little wallet thing done.
That wallet was tiny though. So it's a wallet for a car. It's like something the size of your ID card. That's what you're talking about. That she finished.
What?
Wow. Look, I'm coming to a corner and it still isn't the corner that finishes it. Like how? Y'all see me sitting here working. How am I still like in the same place?
Anywho.
She done put hers down. Watch. She gonna like in 3 minutes be like, oh, that's another round. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hate on your skills. Thank you for sharing your gift and your talent with me. Thank you, friend.
And the hoodie that I started, I just knew I was gonna have that finished.
You could, if you like, pick it up and work on it.
I know. I'm gonna finish that hat, and I need to work on some more of that Dolphins cardigan though. I definitely need, because I only did 3 rows. That's nothing. It has 100 and some.
Sounds like a project I'll never start.
Woo. But if I can get it done, girl, y'all ain't gonna be telling me nothing. Nothing. But my goal. But the spiral purse, BJ finished hers. Somebody else finished.
I like how you said that, like I know who VJ is.
Well, VJ, I think VJ was on. Anywho,
They might know who VJ is.
yeah, they know who VJ is. And her, oh, it was beautiful, beautiful. But you know what happened? That was when my coworker, my friend, when she passed away. It was that time, and I was like, and I like threw it. What I had like 4 of the squares done. And I just threw them together, and I looked at that thing. I was like, oh, this is awful, and I pulled it apart. So I still have those squares, but I got to make all the other squares. But I was so, I couldn't even like think about doing something like that. So when my
so in 5 years. I'm saying VJ's chat famous.
Oh my goodness, ye of little faith.
That's funny.
Ye of little faith.
Every time there's somebody on here that I feel like understands me, and I feel like it's shit. Who was that last time? That name started with
VJ.
Oh, was it VJ who was standing up for me?
Yes.
Oh, how I forget VJ.
That's right. How you forget
VJ was standing up for me.
Trying to.
VJ told you to leave me alone.
I'm saying now she don't even know your name.
Don't do that. don't do me.
All right, so I'm gonna concentrate. Well,
she said 5 years you're gonna be finished with all the projects.
But the problem is there'll be 12 more added to those. No, they don't get.
She said the goal is December.
That's right.
I'm gonna hold you accountable, friend.
That's right. I'm gonna be checking these.
Friends hold friends accountable.
That's right. I'm gonna be checking these bad boys off.
Y'all hold her accountable too. If y'all see her on here doing some video by some new doll, because y'all know that's what's coming. Ask her if she finished them heads that's in the bag. Tell her to get them creepy heads attached to her body before she be worried about a new doll.
Don't hate.
I'm not. I'm trying to encourage. Is not your goal to finish the things on your list?
It is.
Okay.
Especially that round cardigan. And that round cardigan doesn't have sleeves. So
I don't understand. First of all, the fact that you keep saying round cardigan, that sounds weird to me. And then
I showed you the picture.
You may have.
It's cute. I bought the button for it and everything. I just knew I was gonna get that thing done.
You still care. You were right. You're gonna get it done.
I am gonna get it done. I think I started that. Ooh.
Is Indiana Jones out yet?
I don't know. I
wonder if Andre went to go see it. Andre always loved the Indiana Jones movies.
What's his name? Kirk went to see Barbie.
Kirk, the man who we met on the Dolphin Cruise.
Yeah. I don't know.
What did he think of that? How did somebody get him there? That man's hilarious.
Think that's his daughter, but I can't remember. Didn't they have a daughter?
Yeah, they had a daughter.
So that's what I'm thinking. That's who he went with.
That's sweet.
Yeah,
that man is so funny. I love him.
You have to go. He has some of the wildest adventures. He's been on his motorcycle. He's ridden all places that he's gone to. I don't even know. So he is living his best life.
I love it, Kirk. We met some characters on that cruise, y'all. And she said Sabrina was doing the bag with you.
Sabrina was doing the who?
Bag with you.
Sabrina.
I don't know Sabrina. She talking to you. This is your channel.
I know, but I don't.
She ain't saying Sabrina like I'm about to explain to her.
No, but it's been so long ago. That was last year. But I know VJ finished hers because I saw hers and she sold it too. It was a beautiful purse. But somebody
That'd be
else
the thing. I think I would never be
theirs.
able to sell anything because I'm gonna be like, I worked too hard on that. I need to keep it. But also FPNL want their money for the lights. So maybe I would sell it.
Listen, I look at my little doll that I saw. I look at her little picture. I go, oh, she's so cute.
But you can make her again.
No, I can't.
What you mean?
I am not a two-timer. I'll make something one time. When it comes to those dolls, I don't think I've ever made one that like from the same pattern. And I have some other ones in my mind that I want to do. So
it's too much. Like I keep trying to move it so I can see it, but then it's like, man, now I gotta go find another roll of this yarn, I think. You got me concerned now.
I don't know why you're concerned. That's Red Heart. Red Heart is always around. What you do is
because remember that blanket I started for Face Sun and then I ran out that blue and then I could never find that same color blue again and then that boy ain't never get no blanket and now he 20 doggone years old.
Was it Red Heart?
Yeah. It was a blue. And I never finished the blanket for the baby.
Did you keep the label?
Grown. Yeah, I think I did actually. I think I had a label in the bag.
eBay is the best place to find discounted yarn or discontinued yarn.
I didn't know eBay was still a thing.
Oh, please. I thought
yes, I did. Brianna Daddy showed me where he had to order some car parts or something on eBay. He be talking to me about it. I remember that now.
When I was making that top that I made that I wore to that little event with those ladies, anywho, I needed more of the comfy cotton yarn, and I was like, man, and I went on eBay. Lucky for me, the lady had it.
It was the same color for real. She didn't trick you.
And then when I got it, I opened up my thing and looked down, and I
had some. It's because you have so much you don't even know what you have.
Yep. A whole
oh boy, yeah.
Whole skein of it that hadn't even been touched. I'm like, I thought I had. Anywho,
then you knew you had enough.
Yep, the top was finished. Because she actually is AC.
Is it this corner? I just need to know I'm getting close. Yes.
AC crochet.
All that time ago, y'all, I'm just on the fourth side of the next round.
She'll be all right. She will be all right. And the other person. Oh, okay, she said the other person. Okay.
Yeah, but that's what you were saying. You didn't know who that was, Sabrina.
But somebody else finished theirs. That's what I'm saying.
She said Sabrina. Maybe that's somebody else.
She said Sabrina was doing it with me, but I don't know if Sabrina finished it. I think it was Lori J. I'm not sure. Can't remember.
Is that the one who cooked?
No, that's Lori A. I have to keep them straight. Lori J, Lori A.
See how I remember though? I remember it was Lori.
You remember that? Remember that? Okay.
I remember Lori, so don't tell me I don't be remembering people's names. I knew it was Lori. Just a different Lori.
Oh, Lori, when I get my money together, I'll be calling her up saying, what's for dinner? I'll be there.
She was in Indiana, was it? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to go to Indiana. I'm going to go see Jess them. The one who's helping you with the website and stuff?
I think Jessica mad at me.
What you did to my friend?
No, because I sent her a text. I said, Adrienne tried to go on the site, but it still goes to Etsy. She's like, that's because it's not, the purchasing part isn't done yet. I didn't know that because she sent me the information on it, so I thought the whole thing was done. So I haven't heard from her since then.
You didn't reply and say, oh, okay, thank you.
I said, I replied back to her, but she never replied back. And she says, I just got your information. But I said, "Oh, okay." But I haven't heard from her, so I figured I pissed her off.
Nah, she not like that. If it had been her husband, good luck, it's over. Because Ryan, his patience is this long. He would be like, mm-mm. He is definitely the type that like he likes who he likes, and everybody else can kick rocks. Like I love him so much. He is so entertaining to me, and he's so sweet. Let me see what he sent me the other day. Let me let you laugh.
You see. LOL sound like people on The Bachelor. I do not watch that. I see enough of the doggone advertisement on television. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, they got a black girl on there, and she looked like she ain't just as crazy as everybody else over there. So she said this, "Happy birthday, Adrian, love you." And he goes, "My love," with all these like it's a whole bunch of O's, V's, and E's. And I said, if I don't vaporize in this heat, I'm gonna try to come visit y'all. He said, "I'm surprised you haven't vaporized already. You so hot." He's so entertaining with a whole bunch of fire emojis. He is so entertaining. I love him so much. It's like,
Oh,
why
they're
is
gonna
it?
have a senior bachelor too.
What?
I think they
It's
call
gonna
it the
be
gold.
like,
Do they call him the Golden Bachelor or something like that? He's 70 years old, but he's gonna have women in his age. He's gonna have no youngsters.
well, I really hope that he not from what that city is I told you about with all them old people.
Villages.
I really hope he's not from the villages. I'm gonna be spreading STDs, and ABC gonna be responsible or whatever channel they come on.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure all of that is parsed out before any of those people get on that show.
You never know.
No, because it's just like the bunny ranches in what's that place? Nevada,
What you mean bunny ranches?
where the prostitutes are.
They call it bunny ranches? Why is it called bunny ranches?
Why is it Playboy Bunnies?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know why they chose that, but they did.
Bunny ranches.
I know you've never watched that documentary about the Playboy Bunnies. Oh, oh my goodness. I have never been so creeped. I didn't realize that
That they was all like his girlfriend at some point.
no. One of the ladies, who's Michelle McCarthy? Melissa McCarthy's cousin. Who is that?
I don't know. I didn't know she had a cousin. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
assuming
yeah.
she's a
You
human. She
know,
probably
her
got
last
cousins,
name is
but
McCarthy. She used to.
oh, the blonde chick, and
Yeah,
she
she was a
does
bunny.
music, or she's
She
a
does. I don't know what she
VJ.
really
I
do.
think maybe.
I don't know what she
I
do.
can't remember. What is her name? I know who you're talking about. I can picture her in my
But
head.
she was a bunny.
I didn't know that was her cousin.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
shocked. I was like, she was a bunny.
she's cute.
I know she's a really pretty, but
Maybe
who?
that's how she became famous and got
Yeah,
her
I'm sure
start.
because that's why when they
She's the
interview.
dream. You know how some of them like,
Mm-hmm,
I'm only doing this because I'm gonna be. She's like the 1%. You know,
mm-hmm.
she's the dream. Jenny McCarthy. Yep.
Yeah, that's her. And
Okay, no, we're not going back to the old people at STD. Rochelle, I was just saying because it's gonna be an old bachelor. Like I'm sitting up here like the people on the bachelor. I make statements. I have literally never watched an episode of The Bachelor. Just from the commercials, I have drawn a conclusion that they loose. A lot of people will be on that loose.
yeah,
It seemed like they like a lot of hooking up, like a lot of connect. So in my mind, if they loose, maybe the old people gonna be loose. In which case, we back to like a situation like the villages where STDs flow free because the old people be loose and don't care about pregnancy. So I don't know.
but the
Isn't she married to the guy on Blue Bloods?
oh yeah. She's married to one of the wall.
Donnie?
Yeah.
That was my new kiss on the block boyfriend when I was young. Play with it. Let me tell you something. If you couldn't tell me and Donnie wasn't gonna be together. But I picked somebody like in every group, every TV show, every movie.
Her. He loves her.
Good for her. Good
They
for them.
have
I'm glad they have
such a
love.
beautiful relationship.
Nah, the Wahlbergs, but the only thing I fool with come out of Boston. I'm just saying. Oh look, there go Lori J. You talked up.
No, Lori was the first one here.
Oh,
Lori A is the one you're thinking about.
Oh, sorry. Hey again, Lori. Sorry, it's multiple Lori's. I'm just trying to keep her circle straight. I'm trying to remember who is who.
But oh, they have such a beautiful relation. I just love the two of them together.
That's right, because I think she did New Year's Eve or something a couple years ago, and then like he was there, like the
I
New
don't even
Year's
watch them. I
countdown
don't even
thing or
watch them
something.
I think now I'm like my mom and go to sleep. Um, but I was surprised when I was like, oh, she was a bunny? Ooh, okay. But the documentary is so thorough. But what really bugged me was what's the the greatest running back name that just passed away recently?
Brown,
Yes.
Jim Brown.
I think it was Jim Brown they were talking about. It's not, he treated a woman so bad they had to take the lady to the hospital and they said they never saw the lady again. He sexually assaulted her so bad, so bad.
I'm sad to hear that.
I
It's
was
terrible that
shocked.
anybody experienced something like that.
I was like,
well, that's depressing. Thanks, Gloria.
oof. I'm just saying the documentary is quite overwhelming.
Never even heard of it.
It's on Hulu. There's another one on Hulu. I can't remember the name of it, but it is crazy.
Do you watch figure it out shows, like cop kind of shows? Do you like those, or do you only like the crazy for real? Listen, how this woman killed all these people kind of shows.
I don't watch like regular old fake cop shows like that.
Okay.
I watched
because there's a new one that had came out. Oh yeah, I like Equalizer. That's
yeah, I
good.
like that, and
That's
I
a good
like
show.
the Brooklyn. No. What is it called?
Brooklyn
East New
911, The
York. No,
Foolishness.
I don't watch that anymore.
Mm.
No, East New York.
Oh, I don't know that one.
That
I was gonna say there's a show now called Will Trent. I really like that one.
I couldn't get into it.
How many episodes you gave it?
Half.
Half an episode. You didn't even wait to see what happened. Do you even know what happened?
Don't know.
It was so good. The first, it was so good.
You know what it reminds
Who
me
gives
of?
a show half an episode?
It reminds me of Monk. And I was like not that deep into Monk. So.
Hey, Mama J Way, look, there go Mama J Way.
Hey, Mama J Way, how are you? 2 days to stop by to say hi and give thumbs up. Have a good night. You have a good night as well. Thank you for stopping by. I started watching East New York, but I need to catch up. Yeah, I like East New York.
I never ever heard of that one.
What
is that? What's that one
on?
on?
It comes on after Queen Latifah.
Don't even. I don't know when nothing come on. I only watch stuff later. Like roommate pulls it up and we watch it on demand or on one of the apps. I don't know when nothing comes on.
Well, she's a black, and I don't even know who the lady is, but she is the black chief of East New York. And what's the Hispanic man's name? He has a normal. He doesn't have like a Hispanic name. I can see
David,
him.
Charles, Rick, Josh, Ryan,
Girl,
Mitch,
don't mess with me like
Chris,
that. Don't mess with me like that.
Bob. like,
Steve, you.
I was trying to help you. You said it was like a normal non-Hispanic name.
East.
Y'all, I'm just finishing this round. I know y'all see me sitting here this whole time. Look, Rochelle be knowing everything. Look.
What'd she say?
She said I get Abbott Elementary 1.5. No, Abbott is hilarious.
What'd she say?
You got it. I felt like you had to get into Abbott though. You had to give Abbott some time.
From the moment I watched it, I rolled.
It is hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
You got Rochelle, try them again.
Yes, you have to try.
You gotta try them again.
And they have repeats now because I caught one.
And where the characters, like their stories and stuff went, like so funny. So funny. I probably would have got to Jimmy. Jimmy would have been on my show. I was about to get to Jimmy Rochelle.
You hope.
I'm about to connect that corner. It's round 30.
Her name is Amanda Warren. I've never seen this lady until she came on East New York.
Well, good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Is the show doing well? I like when it's like new people you never heard of, and then their show does really well. I'm happy for them.
Since nothing is new anymore, I don't know. I'm hoping it comes back because it did do a second season. But the funny thing is now all these.
This is like the worst. I hate this part.
All these.
Hold on, I gotta focus. This is the hard part for me.
All these stupid game shows are on now.
Well, it's summer. People don't be watching TV in the summer. People are traveling, vacationing, so everybody does repeats.
There's a strike. Haven't you heard?
Yeah, the writer's strike.
Which means that's why Stephen Colbert and all them other people aren't on.
First of all, I didn't do it to them. So I don't know why you mad with me.
Man.
I don't work in Hollywood. I'm not like a studio. I don't represent no studios.
I was shocked how little money those people. I was shocked. All this money that these
shows and stuff, and
these people get pennies on the dollar. Pennies on the dollar.
Nah. It's the American way. People let this out. Get it all.
All. Get it all.
Woo! I connected it, y'all.
Yay.
2, 3. Uh-oh. Can't even just chain 3. Coming all out. We're between 2 sets of 3.
Man.
And the lady had her boyfriend dropping her off at school and get the car to go. He's so like inconsiderate. He's the worst. But wait. But if you gave up, then you didn't get to see him rap. Girl, you missed out, Rochelle. Rochelle, go in. You got to see him rap. It gets worse.
And she had Taraji P. Henson on there.
Taraji is her mom. Don't tell her nothing about it though. But Taraji is her mom, so if you can imagine that. But we just met her mama this season.
Yeah.
So you got to go for a while before you catch up on that. The redhead lady, the one who is straight Philly. I love her so much.
Listen, I love the principal because when I say,
man, let me tell you about it. Let me show you this meme somebody sent me with her. It's so good.
She is a mess.
Hold on, let me find this meme. Let me go to the photo.
I said, I know there's a principal somewhere just like her.
Man, let me show you this meme. It's so funny. I was like, if that don't capture this lady, look. So if you know Abbott Elementary, she said my daughter told, listen to your daughter. She's speaking words of truth. If you saw the principal and you understood, it's like them. I bet you be working hard, me. Like that lady. It's funny to me. It's kind of like, you know how they have those shows that there's always that person saying like the one lines and stuff that's like really funny, but it's just like background noise. Mm-hmm. Like I started watching Shrinking on Apple TV. There's a guy, he is not one of the main characters. He is the husband of the next door neighbor. His lines have me dying laughing. I don't know who writes, but it's just like a one little, like, he just off, like his name. That's like the principal, and they'll be like, oh, such and such and such happened. And she'll be like, oh, I was on my OnlyFans working on my feet. Like, and then they just like keep going. And I'm like, we just gonna dismiss what she just said? Like, nobody's gonna check her. That like she was like, oh well, I was working my online store because blah 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 blah. Like what? She always had a one-liner stowed off to the side. It's hilarious.
She is a mess. I love that whole cast is so good together.
They are. That dude from Everybody Hates Chris.
Yes.
Oh my God, him with that doggone garden.
I know. He was in the one with Joseph. Why do I always want to call her Josephine Baker?
I felt like you was about to say Josephine Baker. I'm like, he was not in nothing with Josephine Baker.
Billie Holiday. He was in the movie about Billie Holiday.
Oh.
He was a musician. Forgot he played the trumpet or something. I don't remember. Let me see. My daughter told me she goes.
As I say, she listen to your daughter, Rochelle.
Listen to her. It's such a good show.
He is so funny. You just got to kind of get into the characters first because they're so offbeat. But honestly, I feel like they realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know they seem offbeat, but my mom worked at a school for a long time, and I could almost label them people with names of real people I know in real life.
See, because there's got to be a Mr. Johnson or whatever his name.
Absolutely, and her name was Miss Ruby, Ruby Hope. Absolutely, that's probably the first one I named. That's Ruby, man. When I tell you, she wasn't about that life. She was not about that life. And don't get in her way while she doing her job. I love Miss Ruby.
That show is so good. I love it. I was like, oh, some new comedy. Something I don't even. It's like I watch so much television, but like a lot of stuff, I can just spill out what they're gonna say next. Not this one, because it's like
You
what?
never know what they're about to say. You never know what's
Especially
about
that
to happen.
principal. That principal,
She is a nut. And I keep thinking, I think that they try to make her seem like she's a Zeta. Because, like, a lot of times, or maybe she is a Zeta in real life. Because I see her wear, like, a lot of blues and stuff like that. And then when they did, like, the step show, like, when they were doing the stepping and everything like that, I was like, I think she's supposed to be a Zeta.
Because aren't they like the educational? A lot of them are in education.
That made me lie. I mean, I could say that, but Brianna mom is a Delta and she in education.
Oh, man, I put that lipstick on there. Anywho,
Just walk off.
it'll get washed.
I don't know how to wash stuff. I tried to wash one of my crochet things one time, man. When I tell you, set myself up for failure, it got so shaggy. And I put it in, somebody told me to put it in a pillowcase. I did. It was shaggy. It was like it rubbed against each other.
No, I just put mine on a gentle cycle, and then I just, like I told you before,
I wash ain't got no gentle cycle. We made it her rash by.
I just never get that. I thought
Bruh, it's so much.
I thought
You can't
all
even just put
washers
that
had
thing
a
on
gentle
rinse.
cycle.
Like,
No, what kind of
no gentle, no delicate.
what
She got caught up. She got excited. It was a holiday sale. She was with some dude who probably was faking like he knew what he was talking about, talking to the dude on her behalf. She bought all kind of stuff. Like the dishwasher don't have a. She bought a whole bunch of appliances. The dishwasher don't have a dry only. You know how like you could do like if stuff's still a little bit wet, you could. Nope, not even an option. The microwave don't give you no options for the defrost. It's just like you just press defrost. Good luck.
Oh wow.
It's like, yeah.
Oh. Okay. But she learning. She learning. Let me tell you how. Do you know anybody in Broward Sheriff's Department?
Yeah.
Nia's been trying to get this what do you call it, deputy to amend the police report. If I hadn't read that police report, because Miss Graham didn't.
What it was saying it was her fault.
They have it now. I know she hit the guy because he came out in front of her, but he has it that she hit that one and then hit this one and that one hit that one. No, that guy turned out in front of her. She hit that one, and the two people behind her hit her. She has back end damage to her car. But when I took a picture, I only took a picture of her car. And when I read the thing, I was like, Nia, that's why these idiots are out here trying to sue you because of this accident report.
Yeah.
And I said, you need to call. I had to call everybody. And poor Alyssa from State Farm, Jake Alyssa from State Farm, she was like, I can't do anything. You got to call claim. You got to call claim. So I told her, I said, you need to get in touch with this deputy because I sent Mike a text. I said,
Mike is with the city for a lot of that.
I know, but I wanted to know, can this be changed? And he says, yes, but it has to be the deputy. He's the only one that can change it. So I told her, I said, you need to get in touch with him because it has, his name and his badge number and all that. She called. He called back. He gave her some BS answer as, oh no, the insurance companies have to figure this out now. I said, no. So I said, call him back. He never called back. I said, you need to call them and tell him you need to speak to his supervisor. I said, forget him. Call back. Still can't get through to the supervisor. Call back again today. The police officer is on vacation and she still got to wait for a supervisor. Nobody's called her back. I told her, I said,
You might
Nia,
need to call on her behalf just so they hear like a strong adult voice. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes it's worth it to like step in and try to help.
yeah, because at this point, Monday,
People are
Monday,
dismissive to young people.
I know. Monday, I am calling and I'm saying, I want to speak to somebody today, right now. I don't want to be called back. I want somebody. I want to speak to somebody right now because this is absolutely ridiculous. I said, as a matter of fact, you can put Sheriff Tony on the phone if you want to,
Play with it.
because this is ridiculous. And I looked at. I said, Nia, I don't have a picture. I said, I asked her. I said, did
Sweater shapers.
oh yeah.
What is that like?
I've never used any of that stuff. I told you, I just put it on gentle cycle and I lay it out and let it dry. But
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I wish. I mean, I know she was probably in shock over the whole thing because it's very scary and overwhelming when you get into a bad car accident like that. But I wish, like, if she had read it initially,
right, and we wouldn't be going 2 months later. So I asked. I said, when you had the accident, I said, because when I went to see her, I saw the cars, but I didn't take a picture of all the cars. I only took a picture of hers. And I said, the way the cars were, I said, is that how your cars were? I said, did the police officer tell y'all to move the car? She said, no. I said, do you have, she's like, I have a picture. She has a picture of exactly her car, the car behind her, and the car behind him.
yeah, you need to keep following up because it's probably something like they don't like to go in and have to amend because then the other people might try to say, oh, they're doing it so that it's not her,
Yeah, but
so you got to stay on top of them.
Yeah, I don't care. And then the claims people, because I said, you need to email them that this police
tell her, go and
report
help
is
me, Howard.
wrong. Yeah, this police report is wrong, and send them a picture. And when she talked to the claims person, they said, yes, obviously this is wrong. And he says, but you stay on the police department because they have to amend it. So Monday I'll call them. What do I have to do? Nothing. They don't
Because you
want.
off.
They don't want this mean black woman on the phone.
What city was it?
Pompano.
You can go to the BSO office.
In Pompano? Where is it?
I don't know. But they got one. I mean, Deerfield got one. So I would guess Pompano got one. They have like substations or something. I'm
trying to think have I ever even seen, because I
Let me
don't
think.
hardly ever go to Pompano. I wonder if it's in the mayor's office or the city hall.
It might be over there like Atlantic and Federal, in Dixie-ish area.
Yeah,
because they
City
built
Hall.
up. Is that where they city hall at? I don't know where they city hall at.
Yeah, that's where the city hall
From
is.
Deerfield. But no.
I only know that because I could go past it every day to go to work.
Sidebar. Speaking of bears earlier, there's a show called The Bear. So good.
What?
It's so good. I don't know what it's on. Roommate just say it into the remote, bear, and then it come up. It's so good. It's like
Is it about real bears or something else?
It's not about bears at all. The character, they call him the bear.
No.
I'm gonna say this, but it's not really what it is. It's a show about a guy who's a chef, but it's kind of not really about that. It's like the show is so well written because you experience watching it. Like the first time and it's only like half an hour. We finished the first episode and was like, ugh. Like it's like so intense because it's like the kitchen, like the intensity of what's going on in the kitchen. So like you get that, and it's like it's a lot of quick wit, a lot of weaving in conversations. All right. Thanks so much, Rochelle, for hanging out with us.
All right.
You take care too.
Good night.
It's real good. Let me see, Pompano Beach. So they gotta have one. Southwest 3rd. So I think that is it. Because isn't Dixie like the defining line? Where it starts all over again. There's 95. So what's over here? That's Cypress Road. Or is this where the Publix is?
The Publix is probably behind it. Because I do see a lot of BSO offices over there.
Yeah, see, here's the Publix. So let's see. Where did the Publix go? Oh, here. So it's yeah. It's also right across the tracks on the
Girl,
other
what am I
side.
talking about? I've been there before because I had to get fingerprints. I just thought about that. Oh, duh. Duh. Okay, Monday morning we going. We
Go up there.
called enough.
I'm glad she got a picture.
Me too. Oh, when she showed me the picture, I was like, oh, thank you. Here's a God in heaven watching over my child. I've been on her. I'm like, Nia, you cannot just keep letting life happen to you. I said, as soon as you got that report, you should have been reading it. I said, I know you're tired, but this is important. Why do I talk to myself? It didn't change anything. I'm still saying Nia, 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 Nia.
Ah, the life of a mother.
Mm. 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 Mm.
About 30 years of my life, my mom always telling me, if you would just think before you speak.
Mm.
And then she stopped, and I don't think because I started thinking before I spoke. I think she just like let it go. Like if you ain't got it by now,
Yeah, because at some point you do have to let it go. Okay, that was it. What time is it? How long we been on here?
late. I gotta
3
be to
more
the funeral at
hours.
10.
Girl, gone. Gone. Gone, gone, gone,
I
gone.
gotta
What
go to
time
bed.
is it anyway? 12:51. Yeah. Go get your beauty sleep.
I wish like this was like a workout. Like I wish I knew that doing this was burning like a whole bunch of calories. Like wouldn't that make it better? Like if this helped define my arms or something. Like
It's gonna define one arm.
Lord, nobody wants that.
Nobody. All right, so you got some more to do. End of August, this should be beautifully done.
How do I know when to stop though? I know you wrapped it around me, but like I don't know like what's real in regards to like how do I know when to stop? Like when I get 40, should I like come over here to you and have you look at it?
Yeah,
I do 40 rounds.
yeah. Then you know if it's because you got remember you
Good
want
night, Karen.
arms.
Karen saying good night.
Good night, Karen. Thank you for joining us.
Karen, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
She's gonna be styling and profiling.
I'm on round 31, so
9 more to go.
in theory, you already done told me like the other lady was skinny, and then you gave me that look like she was skinny and she did 40 rounds.
But yours are much bigger, so you might do 40. It might be just what you need. I'm gonna do 40. I don't care how big it is.
That don't make no sense. Why would you just like give up not knowing if it's gonna fit or not?
40 should fit me.
But you do tiny.
You don't think she does? Yeah, you didn't look at her.
I don't remember how tiny her boxes was, her granny squares. Shoot, I thought I was doing right till I looked at yours. So clearly I didn't know.
Oh my goodness.
I thought I was on it. I was, oh, I'm doing something.
You are on it. You are doing it very well. You are sticking to it. You got stick to itness. Stick to it. No, I can't even say it.
Stick to itness.
Yes.
Oh, I got that lingo bar in my mouth. Did I tell you I went to the dentist?
Oh, you
$600 later. I'm doing that threading.
That's fun.
No, it's not. I hate it so much. Tonight I was looking up,
So
can my
where
HSA pay for a water pick? But they actually said it could if my dentist wrote a
a
thing like
prescription for it?
yeah, telling me that I needed it if I had gingivitis, but I don't have gingivitis, so I don't think she's gonna write it for me. But
So is it uncomfortable?
Waterpik, yes, very much so. Waterpik actually has a pre-written letter on their site for you to print out and take to your doctor. For them to
Wow.
sign, they're like, please come get this. We got you. Yes,
Mm,
see, look.
that's cool. Oh.
But the little cement things that's keeping it in place is
Mm.
bumpy.
Oh yeah.
And
So
it's
you
like
feel
constantly. Like when I wake up in the morning, my tongue has the indents on it.
oh wow.
Like I think my tongue too fat for my mouth.
No, it's not.
I think it
That's
is.
all that stress and stuff. That's what that
I
is.
think my tongue too fat for my mouth.
No, it's not.
I'm also getting a new night guard because I have bit through the night guard. The night guard has holes and cracks. And she was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, I'm asleep. Like,
You're grinding those teeth, you
if any
stress.
of y'all have headaches and you don't know where it's coming from, I found out it's because I grind my teeth a whole lot. So maybe talk to your dentist and see if you grind your teeth.
I might be graduating out of these braces soon. I finally got my I told the Dr. Rodriguez, they all call him Dr. R. I was like, I hear R. What's the R? Dr. Rodriguez.
That's not difficult to say. They call him Dr. R just for fun. Why don't they say Rodriguez?
Don't ask me. But I told him, I said, I can't even do, like when you get a hangnail on you, I said, I can't even do that anymore. So today when I saw him, I said, I can do this now. Surprising this chick.
No, the next day the girl called me and asked me how I felt about it. I was like, I hate it. And I was like, nah, I can't spit good. Like when I'm brushing my teeth and I try, because, you don't know how everything functions together.
Mm-hmm.
And my tongue, like I can't, like it's like it won't do
Do
right no more. And I'm
mm-hmm.
like, and this is forever? Like that's how I said it.
Oh,
It's forever.
oh,
Forever.
oh.
Forever.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what's the purpose of that
It's
again?
called a stabilizer. So she said that my grinding has gotten so bad, they can see it. Like she showed me the x-rays from this year compared to last year. The grinding is causing the bone to break down.
Oh.
And so my bottom teeth here, like it's not like, oh, you can move them.
Mm-hmm.
But when I touch it, if I really like, there's slight movement. And she
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah, you're going to lose them. And so we can do a stabilizer. That's what this is, a stabilizer.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, because you don't want to lose it and then end up having to get a bridge or something if you don't want to, and she's like, and then you
Mm-hmm.
got, she's like, this is much easier, it's much cheaper. Like, and I'm like, but my tongue hurt.
You'll get used to it. It'll
That's what
take a
everybody
minute.
keep telling me.
It'll
I'm
take a
only a
minute.
couple days in, but still.
The first time when they first put these braces on, I thought my mouth would never ever stop hurting. And today was one of the when she did it, because I usually go over to the Doris. Is it Doris?
The Italian bakery place and
Mm-hmm.
grocery store?
The one next to Michael's.
Yes, I love it. Ooh, they chicken noodle soup is so good.
I usually go over there after I get my teeth tightened up. But because I was hungry when I got out of the car, I was real dizzy
They have
because I
food,
was
boo.
hungry. And when she finished, and then she put the rubber bands on, and I was like, well, I don't really want to take them off right now since I just got them on, and they're positioned differently than the way I used to wear them. I said I'll just drive home and eat some soup at the house because I usually go over there and get that seafood salad.
Oh, I never had that seafood salad. It's good.
It's with the fake
Oh, with the fish,
yeah, the
the
fake
imitation crab.
yeah. Yeah, I like it because it's got all my favorites. You wouldn't like it though.
No.
No, because it's got olives and onions.
Ugh, no.
But that's why I like it because it's got the olives, the onions, tomato. I like that. But I was like, I'm just gonna go home. I'm not gonna go get it.
I like Doris's soup. When I lived out in Coral Springs, I used to hit them up for soup quite often and for desserts. Their desserts are so yummy.
Yeah, I go past it, but I don't think I ever saw anything that I wanted to eat.
It's good, and they make everything there fresh.
Yeah, and everybody there has been really nice.
They make a tiramisu cake. So good.
I don't even like
Stephanie
that.
them got it for Mrs. D's birthday one time.
You know I wouldn't eat that.
It's delicious. I don't know why you would. Oh, I guess because of the
Mousse.
mousse. But the lady fingers are soaked in espresso.
I don't eat none of that stuff.
It's delicious.
I'm a straight chocolate cake girl, okay? And I was lazy. I didn't feel like going over to Target. Put my little order in. I said, I'll just drive over there and pick it up. They sent me the thing back, no cake. I'm like,
They didn't have none of the chocolate cake you
no,
like.
no. I said, I bet you if I go in there, they got
They
it.
probably got it. But if the quantity is low, then they say no, because by the time somebody goes to do your shopping and stuff, it might be gone.
So I said, well, that's less calories.
My RA, so I did a training for the residential advisors in my program. And Wednesday, they surprised me. After the training was over, they turned off the lights and they brought in a cake for me for my birthday. I was so grateful. It was so good. I never had it before. Chantilly cake. It had fruit inside.
And they gave me a healthy choice. Huh?
Well, that's what she said. One of the RAs, she was like, I told Quincy, get some fruits or something with it. Like, it needs to be something because she's trying to make good choices. And I was like, I mean, it's still cake, but okay. But like, I took a picture. I had to eat mine, but I took a picture of somebody else's. So in between the layers, it had like blueberries and raspberries and stuff. It didn't have the strawberries. The strawberries were on top, but probably because they're like so solid or whatever. But it's a very light cake. It was so good. We ate the whole cake. You know how usually people like, oh, I don't want none of that. Give me a little piece. We ate the whole cake. There was literally nothing.
That's good.
I took a sliver of my slice and cut off a little piece and put it on a plate to take to the roommate so she could try some. It was good. Yeah. I might get that cake for somebody. Like, it's outside the norm, but if I know somebody's, maybe making halfway decent choices, I mean, it's still cake. Like, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I still ate some cake.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was a better choice. Because I like to get the one that's got like that cream cheese filling in the middle and so yummy. It's so yummy in my tummy. Yeah, so yummy.
They have what's that?
Where's the corner?
The lady from the radio station. She used to be fat. The one that got picked up for shoplifting. What's her name? Jill Tracy.
She got picked up for shoplifting?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Jill. It was an accident. I'm sure she didn't do that on purpose.
Anywho.
She probably was like holding something. You know how you talking to somebody and they like walk out. My friend almost did it the other day. We was in Sephora and I found out. Oh, remember I had bought that dryer and I was like, it was so ridiculous.
You told me something about it.
Okay, so Sephora ended up putting it on sale for $100 off. I was like, oh, I'm gonna need that back. So I was in the store with my friend. And I was like, yo, will y'all do it? And when she pulled up my sale, that day I was in there was the last day. It was like 8:34 and they closed at 9 o'clock. Oh. So my friend is saying, I'm like, girl, I love you. I gotta go. Like, I'm running home to get this and I'm gonna get back here before 9 o'clock, which I did, by the way. And they gave me my $100. But she was holding in her hand a perfume that we had talked about, Flower Bomb by Victor and Ralph. It's so lovely. So it smells like a florally. I don't know that the people who make Flower Bomb, that's who they are. So she was holding it in her hand and walked with me towards the door. I was like, girl, the perfume. She was like, oh my God. And she was like, I'm just gonna walk into her car. I'll be back. And she like, but like she was about to walk out with it. Like you can be, like mindless behavior sometimes.
I don't know if that was mindless.
So I just want to believe that. Jill,
but anywho,
she had a crush on Victor, by the way. I met her on a cruise to nowhere. We were on a cruise to nowhere, and me, Andrea, Mom were on there. It was somebody from my high school, Wallace McIntosh. She was, it was like his senior trip or something. Like he did, like, what's that? Sea Escape. They used to do the cruises to nowhere. And we were all on there, and she was on there that night, like hosting a party or something like that. And we went and introduced ourselves, and then she was like, Morris, was y'all happen to know Victor Morris? And I was like, and she's like, oh my God. And I was like, oh, here come another one.
But this is the kicker. She was on, I think she was on the health show. What is it? Channel 10, Slow Flow Health.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen her on that before. At like a Jamaican place.
She's skinny as a rail, right?
Oh, I didn't know that now.
Oh yeah.
When I saw her, she was smaller than I remember.
The only reason I knew who she was because her voice. I know her voice. I was like, oh my God, she's so skinny. But she's advertising weight loss. She's like, I lost 20 pounds and lost 20 more pounds, got 20 more to go. I'm like, you ain't got no meat on you. What are you talking about, lady? I said, the power of advertisement.
I mean, but she was heavier, so
This is
maybe she's
now.
advertising for what she lost.
No,
Like the company. I'm saying like for whatever she used or whatever.
I don't know about that. But anywho, it could be.
All right, influence though.
I'm gonna make you not want that key lime pie. I was like,
Lies you tell. I'm
nope.
always gonna want the key lime
And
pie.
I'm always gonna want chocolate cake. Kill wood.
Lies you tell. There is nothing that's gonna make me not want key lime pie. Now I might not want this particular place's key lime pie because they don't make real good key
I
lime pie.
actually
But
had key lime pie at Wells Rib, and it was good.
yeah, Wells Rib makes it in house.
Yeah, it was good.
Theirs is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't normally order that
I
because
love
I've
rock
had
shrimp from
some
them. It's so
crappy.
delicious. Nah, if I talk to them and they say they make it in house, I'll usually fool with it.
Mhm.
I don't like the ones that's just like super sweet and not tart. I like a good tart key lime pie that actually tastes like key limes.
Mhm. These things are expensive.
hmm
Little teeny tiny. It takes for.
I need some from that key lime place down in the Keys. Can't remember the name of it. Then there's a place in Palm Beach. I think it's Lake Worth called the Key Lime House. I was so
Mhm.
disappointed in that key lime pie. It's like your name is the Key Lime House. The food was good though. Let's get some food place. Miles, they did his birthday dinner there one time.
I can't believe how tall he is now.
He's gonna be 16 this month.
Mm, 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 mm. This month or August?
August, that's what I meant. I feel like
Okay.
it's August already. I mean, it's down the street and around the corner.
It sure is. All right, Adrian. You still crocheting? It's
I'm at a corner.
1:07.
Call it. I'm at a corner. All right. Boom. Perfect timing. I don't know why, but I'll be feeling like I need to stop at a corner. Something about seeing it halfway that just bothers me. Let me turn that corner. Hey. And I'm gonna put in my stitch marker. Not the safety pin.
Not the
Pink stitch marker. Learned that tonight. That's what it's called. I'm gonna stick that in
orange.
there. Oh, orange? Okay. It looks peachish to me. But the one you gave me before was pink.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where I am.
Oh yeah, you're doing good. Very, very nice. All of that is, what's the word I'm looking for?
Consistently big.
That's it. That's it. You did a good job. Ain't no oopsies, nothing. When I look at it, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I had an amazing teacher. I'll be sure to let her know that you appreciate her efforts in my crochet, building talent.
Yes, ma'am. Do update and it'll be ready.
You're gonna have to watch her thing to tell us what to do.
Yeah. So I'm gonna work on this. Since I'll be on vacation officially Monday.
On your vacation, you can knock out a whole bunch of your stuff.
I am. When I see something that I want to do, I'm gonna write because that's what I started doing. I started like writing stuff that I want to do.
And then go back to it after you finish the stuff that's on your list.
Yeah, this has to get, all these got to get at least, on my vacation, 5 of these things have to come off.
Hold her accountable. If y'all watching, she's saying in this vacation time that she's got 5 things gonna get knocked off that long list that she read y'all.
Yes. Put this back in this box and get my yarn. I gotta do something with this. I love this yarn. I've never done anything with it. I'll figure it out though.
Yep, Patty Green. That's the name of it. Say my name. Patty.
as she mess up people's songs.
Look, Patty said they did not have them words on the teleprompter. Don't do her like that.
She's supposed to practice. She's supposed to be ready if the teleprompter
She
goes
Patty.
down.
She don't need no practice. She know how to read.
Do. She needs practice.
She forgot she was playing with BET though. That's the problem.
First of all, you got to give some respect to Riri. All right.
It was Tina.
Oh, that's
a Riri. Tina. It was Tina Turner.
You know, I was thinking about Aretha Franklin because
because her and Patty tripped.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you did that on purpose. If it was Riri, she might have done it on purpose.
These women,
they professionals. I don't think she would have. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us.
Yes. Seeing her progress. She's gonna be
coming along.
Off the chain in a little while.
That was too funny. She said, "Did you just learn how to crochet tonight?" I said, "Oh, clearly, I need to do better." She think I just learned how to crochet.
No, she just.
I just don't crochet consistently. I will literally put stuff down and not pick it up for hours. Look, she almost finished with her blanket. Did you start that tonight, Keita? Don't tell me you started the blanket tonight and you about to be done. Like, just don't do it, because then we might have beef. I don't know. Like, because I'm a hate.
See, this would be, I got a long way to go. Because this folded in half is not good.
Won't fit in the bag. There we go.
It's bigger now. It's bigger than it was.
How do people carry stuff? This is an old purse I had that I put the crochet in. She said, "No, ma'am. Oh, tell me something, Keita," because I was about to be like, "That's how we doing." I didn't watch videos with her before where people be like, so it's possible you might have finished it tonight.
There's some fast crocheters. I just let them be fast. As long as I'm getting it done,
That's their business. I'm fine over here with my slow stuff. What's that?
Earrings.
I like the earrings I bought in Texas. Dang, I forgot to bring them earrings. I got some more earrings for you to change the backs for me.
Okay.
Because I didn't bring them all on the cruise. Okay. Oh, my work phone done died. Uh-oh. Okay. Y'all, it's been real.
It's been real.
We appreciate your company.
Everybody that's left on here, everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye-bye.
Hold her accountable to finish those projects on her list.
I will. 5 on my vacation time will be finished.